I just might not have heard the meet me, but I heard.
Yeah, I did heard they was talking to me about church. I be over there now. I go over there. I do. I go over there when we do when they have game night with my homegirl with
Right,
friends.
that
They
one.
do Tuesdays on Tuesdays. They do. We used to have Wagon Wednesdays. He don't do it like that no more. Then we have Wednesdays. We have happy hour with King. His name is King Heights, and then girl, lady named Ladybug. So it's King's Court, and Ladybug happy hour. We have that every Wednesdays, and then that's about it.
What ab-
Um,
what about the auction one? Is
that's it.
that meet me?
What option? What are you talking about?
There was an auction one that you was like it was
They
like
ain't doing no option no more.
I know, but what one was that? There was an auction one. You had a friend.
Yeah, that was good. That was a few what? That was a month ago. That was in July.
Okay, was that on Meet Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I always go maybe when they send me stuff and all that. Just like King Heights just sent me something that's gonna be going on in a little bit at 9. He's got something going on.
Okay.
He's gonna be what a judge or something called the crown down or something. I don't know.
And
I mean this girl name was Hey Chica. I might go over there and visit.
and what about do you ever do KIK?
Do you know did you know that they took that down right now? They're transitioning. So
Stop.
most of the people over there meet me. Some
Stop.
would go one or two of them go live, but most of them will over there meet me. And you know, Meet Me and Tag are have merged. So if you go on Tag, most likely the people on Meet Me gonna see you on Meet Me. Yeah, Meet Me and Tag has merged. So yeah.
Oh,
So most of the people on Kick are on Meet Me.
what about Big O?
Big O, it's all right. It's okay. I feel it now. I got a couple of people from Meet Me. But one, he's over there. He's a host over there, whatever. I go over there now. It's okay. Yeah, I go over there. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go over here and check this thing out. He done gave me this.
And
Go check this out over there.
and
Damn.
just one moment. Kick merged with whom?
No! Damn. Meet Me and Tag has merged. Kick has supposed to be transitioning or something like that. I didn't know nothing about it until I got over the Kick. They said they was transitioning. They ended their live. They transitioned some shit. I don't know. But some people over there in fucking Kick are over there on Meet Me now. Some people on Meet Me, and there's one person that I know for Kick that's over on Go Live. So yeah, that's what they're doing.
That's what
I don't know who they're going to transition to. I don't know what Kick doing, but I know guarantee you when they do transition with Kick, whoever's transition, whatever they transition, what live, I don't know what. Most of the people are not going to back over that Kick. I can guarantee you they not because the shit's going to be different. It's going to be different. It's not going to be nothing like Meet Me. I know that. It's not going to be nothing like that. That shit is going to be different because they transition into another thing. So I already know that it's about to be different.
Yeah,
It's about to be different, and I'm glad though. They should have just kept Kick. They should have kept Kick like it was Kick, a Kick messenger, just like POM. POM should have stayed as a dating site, like it is. They shouldn't have had these live streams, and they know this shit was gonna go downhill. So yeah. Kick was going there when Go Live came, and half of them people was going to go live, and then some was going to meet me going everywhere. I already knew it. So when they took that date shit off, the date live, the date box, it was a red date box. They took that shit. I already knew it then. I said this shit was going downhill. So when I got on a couple of weeks ago, the shit said it was transitioning or whatever. They took it down. So I'm like, okay. So most of the people gonna be going to meet me or something like that. I'm saying, well, damn. So people was like, well, you didn't know. I said, hell no, I didn't know. I said, when I got over there, you know. And they was like, well, yeah, it's going to go down. I said, yeah, because they took that date box down. When they took that date box down, I already knew it was going down here. So when they transition to whoever they're transitioning, and they're going to make a whole different thing, like they do with POF, they make a whole different live stream. That shit's gonna be different. I know, and most of them people are not going back over there. I already know it. I already know it's gonna happen. So yeah. So yeah, KIK don't have no live stream right now. They're transitioning to something. I don't know who, what, where. I don't know, but it's gonna be different.
You're right. Thank you for telling me that. I'm reading about it right now.
Mm. Yep, that shit's gonna be different. I guarantee you, I have them damn people not come back. I already know. And tagging me has nerve. So you see somebody on tag, you're gonna see them on Meet Me. So they merge together. So yep. I already guarantee that shit nobody gonna be over there like that. They wasn't even doing nothing over there anyway. When no damn they wasn't like, keeping up to date, doing nothing like they do on Meet Me and Tag. So what's the point?
Yeah.
So when they do change it into a whole different live stream, that shit ain't gonna be nothing either. Like, so it is what it is. I don't know.
That's right.
Yep. Have no people over there meet me. I think said that shit was gonna go down here. Yeah. When they took that date box down, I knew then that shit going down. I said, this gonna be going down. This thing ain't gonna last too long. Yeah. What about you? How's everything going with you with your live streams?
So far, so good. I'm making some progress, at least on YouTube and creation of accounts. It's never easy. I don't make anything easy. And TikTok's been good. My working well there, and they upload my life every 10 minutes, and uh, I've got like four of them. So basically, if you combine them all, you can watch every moment of my life. Is not ideal. I'd rather have it just one long stream, but you can't do that on TikTok and have it very easily viewable to the public. So I have to do every 10 minutes, and I have to do every 10 minutes. That's just what it is. And people have been liking my stuff and following me, and I don't even really want them. I don't even really want them to follow me, but if they want to, I guess they can. And
you can't go like that anyway on TikTok.
I can.
You can't do a 24-hour stream, right?
Well, you can from a computer, but Miss Aquarius, they will so quickly, very, very, very quickly ban you for something, and you won't even know what. And you'll look, and they'll say that like you were showing handguns. It's like I don't have handguns. I'm not showing handguns. What are you talking about? But they'll just like their AI will just randomly ban you for stuff. It's a very bad system. Um, so I personally just do my best to do these 10-minute videos, and again, if you combine them all, you can see everything. And even still, even if you don't combine them all, you can still see a pretty good overview of what's going on. And that's what I've got going. And then Twitter, Twitter's been good. I've been live on Twitter for thankfully many months without an issue. And then YouTube.
Does anybody come over there?
Yeah, they do, but I don't really talk to them. I used to give people the ability to talk to me, but then they just come in and yell at me and try to keep me awake or like wake me up. So I then just said, hey, if you want to watch me, you can, but I don't want to talk with you. And then I'm live in Telegram, which is another one. I've been live in Telegram for like 3 years now. And
oh, that's what I wanted to ask sure Telegram. They got a live stream over there?
Yeah.
I might have to check that out. Is it on, what is it? Is it, can you do an app? Can you see?
Yeah, I don't think it's what you want though. So basically, you have to join a Telegram, and then you have to have they have to have the opportunity to open up the video and live stream in there, and it's not like very many people will live stream in there. Like it's not
Right. Okay.
it's not like a Discord where there are a bunch of people in there and they're talking and you can just go and say hi.
Okay.
You would be the only one in there until somebody joined you.
Oh, I'm that then, never mind.
Yeah, it's not
like you can't join nobody else. That's what you're saying.
You can, but the chances that they're going to be live streaming when you go in there are very low. Some people only do live streams for like meetings that they have for stuff. Only one channel to live stream for the whole Telegram. Like Discord, like mine, you've got like 500 different channels in here. With Telegram, it's just one. So let's you were like, hey, I don't want to talk with this person or whatever. Too bad you can't go to another channel, which I just think is a stupid system, but it is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what else to.
What about TikTok?
I don't know, I ain't been on it, Rabbi. I've been scrolling it. I ain't studying about no photos no more, man. I've been trying to get this room and stuff together. I ain't stuck up right now.
Okay, but I mean, I think you were able to stream in there, right? You just needed 50 followers and you got 75?
I got 60.
No, that's enough.
I'm 60.
And then MySpace is coming back, right?
So, yeah, you tell me. That is, let me know.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. I agree.
So I ain't done that right now. I'm trying to get this room and stuff so I can get my furniture and stuff like on here and then. Well, I got it. I'm just getting some new furniture. I gotta get my desk and get my laptop. I'm not studying all that. I'm not studying none of that right now. That's why they want me to do the church and everything with me, but I ain't doing nothing right now. I don't want to put no more backgrounds up. I don't want to put nothing on this wall. It just got painted. So maybe I'm going to do some lights or something, or whatever, the flash or whatever. But right now, if I do go live, I just want to go live when I feel like it. Conversate with people. I don't want to go live and do nothing right now. We have to do a scheduled show right at the moment.
I gotcha.
I got to figure out, okay, when I'm going to open it, what kind of songs, what scriptures, what cross I'm going to do. Like it's just a lot right now. I'm not even thinking about that right now. I just want to go live when I feel like going live,
Yes, ma'am.
Trying to find someone who can just go live and I go bigger, but bigger, you already know you got to be an agency. They want me to be in the family, but everybody want me to be a host, and I ain't trying to be no host. I gift y'all, but I ain't going to be no host. I'm not going to be no host. I don't want to be a host.
What about joining one of the open slots?
What is an open slot? What's coming up?
Well, they have like the thing where you can have 16 people speaking at once on camera.
You talking about video?
Yep.
I ain't talking about going on video. I do that all the time, but what I'm talking about is just going live. Like, you can do live like you do just a regular live. You go live. You don't have to be in no open room or nothing like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever done the avatar one?
I did a solo before. It was alright.
Not solo. The one where they don't show your face, They just have like a an avatar over your face.
Oh, the virtual, I've been to, I always do virtual, yeah.
Oh, you do?
I did virtual before. I did told you that I did that when I started the video, yeah.
Mr. Chris, I don't memorize everything. Sometimes I need a reminder.
Yeah, I did virtual before. But nobody don't really come in there and all that, so yeah, I might do it again though.
I think that's a really cool feature.
Yeah, they need it everywhere. But
I
it's like,
agree. I absolutely
they
agree.
need to get it everywhere. They really do, but some people don't want to show their face.
That's right. Big O of any of the platforms, I really mean it. They have the most amount of cool features, and I don't understand why it's not more popular.
I ain't doing it.
They have some really, really cool features.
Yeah. They need to do that everywhere, but they don't do it everywhere, so it is what it is.
Yes, ma'am.
The reality is another app, but they got too many teenagers over there. That's like a virtual thing where you can just do virtual too, but it's too many youngins over there, so I deleted that app. I was like, ain't nobody around my age. I'm done. Goodbye.
I was streaming on. We had talked about Big O, and I was streaming on there, and I remember why I did not continue doing it, because if I went up to go to the bathroom and I come back, they would shut down my stream. They would say that you're not at your.
Well, this girl named something she on right now. She ain't showing her face. I kid you not. That girl be on Meet Me. She was on, I hope she don't be on Go Live. Please Lord, don't do it. Anyway, she's on Meet Me, on Tag, and Tag and Meet Me is merged. So yeah, she's on Meet Me, she's on Tag, she's on Big O as we speak. And she's doing, and she not even showing her face. She be going all over and just leave her camera.
I know you said. You said that, and they let her do it. But
yeah, she's on Big O right now.
At least
as we speak.
At least with my.
I thought I showed you her.
You did.
Yes,
you did. You did.
Right now.
You did. But like I got up for 5 minutes to go to the bathroom. When I came back, it said your stream is ended.
This morning I ain't doing shit. I left her damn camera. Do my language.
Right.
Right now.
You said she goes and cooks and like goes and does other stuff.
And she goes to work. This lady, look at this. I'm gonna show you in a minute. This lady is what is she? What is this? The computer? She's been on here and I don't know her name. Now she got an as amen. Let me see. No, I don't want to start no stream. I'm trying to open my camera. Open the camera. Okay, there we go. Flip. I don't know what the hell she's streaming now. She's streaming her computer, whatever. This is what she's got on right now. She'll have it on her kitchen.
I don't know why. Oh,
she's on right now. She got it on right now. I don't know. I don't understand it. But they ain't kicked her out. She'll probably get right back home. So I don't know why they do you like that, because she steps away. I'm talking about have it in the kitchen and she be gone. She won't be there all the time in the kitchen.
Right.
So I don't know why they do you like that. That ain't fair shit. I would tell them. But you got somebody else doing the same shit and y'all ain't kick them out yet. I would.
I would tell them. We've done that on other sites, and then I kind of make myself into an enemy because then they start to pay attention to me.
Right. So that shit's crazy, man. She be on all the time. She don't Meet Me. That's the same shit. And this other guy, he's in Arizona. He's able to host. He be going live. He get like 100 or something. His live will see. That's the thing. I don't want to, I'm just like, I don't know. And then it was. I'll find out what I want to do. And I wish I could do that, but I don't have a computer. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be doing that. And they be like, hello, talking to me and stuff like that. I don't want to I don't want to be on like Rumble and all that.
You could do it from your your MacBook Air.
No, but I don't, nobody don't be in there. I don't like top people, you know what I mean?
Yes, I know.
So we don't better. Figure out where I want to go live at. Stop. Okay. Alright. I'm about to mute myself. Go and check out this 1 hour community members. Go over there and see what they're doing.
Okay, Miss Prayers.
But it's cool to go live and stuff and do this and watch them chill about them people be trying to take your picture, put on their profile. You have to be careful with them.
Are they allowed to do that?
Some people be doing that. That's crazy. Like, that was crazy. But yeah. Well, you'll go now socializing, all right? You just put your thing in there, right?
No, I'm live on camera.
Huh?
I'm live on camera.
Oh, I have to be live over there on camera.
I've noticed though, the same people are in the room one. It's like, I don't know, maybe they're doing the same thing that I'm doing, but they're just always in there. And same people. I don't know what they're doing. They're not talking to anybody, to my knowledge. They just put their device in there, I think, and just leave it and get. I really think they like the fact that you get a lot of friend requests.
Yeah, I put them people not even in there. They were like, what's his name? Start with a T. He's not. When I seen he was in there, he must have came back in there, but they're not in there no more. But I don't want to go back over there because I don't have time. I just don't. But if I go down, I want to go over there just to sleep. But other than that, I'm not going over there. I am pretty well content. It's just too much. It's too much over there. And they go, oh, she's back, and now I don't have time for that. You can have it, Rabbi. When I put my other one over there, get over there. Yeah. Put it over there. Have my little, what you got on your little profile, put a profile like that, what you got to look face at. And that's it. But they know me as a Christian, so they don't need to go over there, you know?
Can you repeat that, please?
I said they don't need to go over there.
Okay.
I ain't got time for them. You want to go over there with my damn name, if I go there with my other one, oh, I don't miss a crazy. I don't have time for that shit. All the time I go there, I'm going to change my fucking name because I'm not going up there with the same fucking name. Don't have time. It is what it is. But, yeah. I ain't about to go and do what I gotta do. I gotta go okay and support this damn man. And fucking meet me. So, I will talk to you later. I say good night when I go to sleep, but then I'm gonna go to meet me and check on and go. It's 9:02 now, so I will see you later.
Take care,
I'm here, okay? You need me.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
No, right, that's for sure. This is ninth of below 5786 Saturday. On this 22nd. Movement to this bitch 239 days. 88 days in the way. Thirty-seven, 61 creation of one birth of animal. 36, 31, 37, 1 plus 1, 35, 26, 2, 35. Venus, 7, 34, 36, 25, became 7, Venus, 33, 66, 397, Harlow, 17, 33, 0, 460, 71, 31, 39, 6, 42. Hanok, son of years, 30, 74, 687, 207, 28, 87, 874, 2, 2, 0, 20, 30, 9, 30, died 27, 0, 1056 in less than 2 was born, 22, 25, 15, 36 in less than no began construction work, 22, 0, 56 shepherds in the west, 22, 0, 15, 57, 7 was born, 22, 0, 3, 1558 shepherds in the west, 21, 0, 5, 1656 with 2 left died.
Today's topic is demons. We're going to look at it through historical lens. We're going to look through it from a Jewish lens all the way from biblical times up to the modern era, and kind of get like a crash course explanation in how Jews have viewed demons. Kind of obscure topic, but a fun one. nonetheless, I'm sure it'll be fun for everyone. The biblical text, the Talmudic sages, and all throughout rabbinic tradition, there are innumerable references to malevolent powers that are identified as demons. Now, these demons, or evil spirits, are non-human influences which can manipulate people in an assortment of ways. The prevalence of the topic of demons was summed up by Rabbi Manasseh ben Israel, a 17th century sage, who said that the opinion of all Jewish authorities is that the biblical references to spirits are to be taken literally. Many Talmudic statements can be interpreted allegorically. However, demons cannot. The sheer number of Talmudic references to these sources demonstrates that we are dealing with some sort of actual phenomenon. That's the Maratchias in Shabbos. Now, the Babylonians were famous for their magic way back when, and their demonology, similar to Egypt at the time of Moses, which was also steeped in magic. Now, it's difficult for us today to sort of fully grasp what, belief in demons meant to the ancients, because these forces, for them, played a very active role in their life. But today, in the modern era and civilized society, it seems that most people would reject this, that the average person today is not really concerned with demons. We're kind of like that. However, it's something interesting to note that the Baylor Department of Sociology was given a 3-year grant from the John M. Templeton Foundation to conduct a nationally representative survey, a multi-year survey of religious values, practices, and behaviors. And in their research, they found that 67% of the American people believe in demons or demonic possession. Now, the percentage goes up as the age group that they're focusing in on gets younger. The amount of people believing in demons is much more. But nonetheless, the idea is that 67% of the people that were surveyed over the course of 3 years believed in demons. So again, that doesn't mean that there are demons or that there's not demons. That just says that as a society, we can't just write it off and say, nobody believes in that anymore. It's not a part of our daily life anymore. It really isn't for most people in society. It would seem that it's not, but according to this particular study, 67% actually believe in demons. Now, let's talk about some demon terminology in a Torah context. There are several terms that are used in Jewish literature to describe these forces, right? And they're all sort of colloquially lumped together under the term demons. So the term that's most frequent to describe demons is a mazik, or the mazikin, which literally means a damage or damager, destroyer. Another common term is a shave, or plural shaving, which carries a association just with demons. And the last term that's commonly used is a ruach, or a ruach ra, an evil spirit, which has also a broader spectrum, not just talking about demons, but there are certain things that are said to have a bad presence or a bad spirit about it, which we'll get into a little bit later. So besides for the general terminology, there are specific names of demons and demon classes of demons in Jewish literature as well. There's one famous demon named Ashmedai, and Rashi, the biblical commentator, says about a verse in Isaiah, in the book of Shmuel. He says the word that's used over there for plague is a reference to the demon Ashmedai. He said that this particular demon was expelled from heaven after rebelling against God. And the Talmud deems this character as the king of the demons, the ruler of all demons. So Ashmedai seems to have a sort of be like the generic name for the king of the demons. In the same way that Paro is the generic name for whoever's the leader of Egypt, Ashmedai is like the general name of the leader of the demons, like a title. which is actually interesting because the word Ashmedai and the word Paro have the same gematria, they have the same numeric value in Jewish numerology. Now, the Talmud also tells an interesting story, the Gemara Gittin, about King Solomon, Shlomo Melech, who asked this king of the demons where to find the Shamir worm in order to, which was used in the construction of the temple. Later, what happens is Ashmedai takes the image of Shlomo, like he makes himself look like Shlomo, and he actually kicks Shlomo 40 days distance away. Ashmedai is now sitting on the throne, posing as Shlomo Melech. Shlomo Melech, King Solomon, is a 40 days journey away, and he's telling everybody, I'm the king, and no one's believing him. They think he's a crazy person. Finally, he gets back to Jerusalem, and he identifies himself to the Sanhedrin, and they go about expelling Ashmedai. But the idea is this character plays a role in Talmudic stories. Then there's another demon character named Azazel. Azazel is mentioned in the Torah. It's connected with the holiday of Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. Aaron, the high priest, casts lots over two goats. One is for Azazel, which is presented alive before God, and then it's released into the wilderness. Some of the commentaries say that Azazel is the name of the place that the goat is driven to. And the Talmud teaches that the sacrifice to Azazel atones for immorality, which is promoted by fallen angels that Azazel is named after. The Ramban quotes Rabbi Eliezer HaGadol, who connects Azazel, this character, this demon, with supernatural demons, an evil spirit that is identified with another evil spirit, Samael, the angel of death. So Azazel is connected with Satan, Samael. It's a great tempter. Azazel, this particular demon, is also mentioned as a demon in the Dead Sea Scrolls, as well as in the Apocrypha literature, supplemental biblical texts. Then there's another famous presence or famous demon, malevolent energy. The Medrash talks about Ketev Meriri, which means literally bitter destruction. It's a kind of dangerous spirit that's discussed, that's referenced to in Parshas Hazinu, in Moses' farewell address in the Parsha of Hazinu. And this force, Ketev Meriri, prevails especially from the 17th of Tammuz until the 9th of Av, during the period during the Jewish year that mourns the destruction of the Holy Temple. It says that this negative energy has ramifications in Jewish law. This sort of negative presence that's present during that time has ramifications in Jewish law, in that there's a potential danger during that time. So, in other words, Shulchan Aruch actually rules that a person should not walk by themselves or do certain other dangerous activities during those times, during that 3-week period. Then there is another demon identified as a female demon. She is known in Hebrew as Lilith and in English as Lilith. She appears in the Bible text, in the book of Isaiah, Yeshaya. And some commentaries on the verse where it speaks about her, they talk about her as the mother of all demons. She is the queen of the demons. And she also is described that way in the Zohar as well. Now, Lilith is mentioned as well in the Dead Sea Scrolls. The Talmud, which makes several references to Lilith, describes her as a demon with a human face and with wings and particularly long hair. She's known as sort of like a seductress that goes around and bothers men especially, and also goes after children. Then another famous demon character, Samael, which we mentioned a little bit earlier. This is the agent of death, the Malach HaMavis, as it's known in Hebrew, the agent of death. Some say that this agent was created on the first day of creation with the creation of darkness. Other authorities would like to say that this particular entity was not created until after Adam and Eve committed their sin. Interestingly, the Zohar describes the snake in the Garden of Eden as being synonymous with both the evil inclination and the angel of death. So, sort of like a physical embodiment of this spiritual entity. There are many other demonic names mentioned throughout the Talmud and throughout Jewish literature. We're not going to go through all of them, but just know that they happen to have a fairly wide presence. Now, one thing that's interesting is that there is a very large, quantitatively, there's a lot of references to demons in the Babylonian Talmud. There aren't hardly any in the Jerusalem Talmud, Talmud Yerushalmi. And one of the reasons for that, Rabbi Avram Yitzchak Kohen Cook explains that the reason for that is because the sanctity, the holiness of Israel, prevented any negativity from coming into it. So it wasn't something that was particularly bothersome to them, so they didn't really write so much about it. Let's talk about the creation of demons. Where do they come from? We'll get to what's their purpose. So let's talk about their creation. So the creation of demons is described in various ways. There's one statement that says in the Mazikin that they were created on the eve of the first Shabbos, the eve of the first Sabbath. That's what it says in Pirkei Avos, the ethics of our fathers. Elsewhere it says that they are sort of the offspring. They are sort of like this negative spiritual offspring that came about from Adam and Eve after they separated following their sin. Following the sin of Adam and Eve, and they were expelled from the Eden. There was a period they were separated from each other. It says in other places that demons are a result of that. Jewish tradition teaches as well that when Noah was gathering all the animals on the ark, and 7 of the kosher animals, 2 of the non-kosher animals, Rashi mentions very clearly that there was also 2 demons that were taken to sort of, I guess, prolong their existence, keep them in existence. Another place where we see demons in the biblical text is that during the Tower of Babel, there were 3 factions, 3 different groups with 3 different motivations as to why to build this tower. So one of the factions that wanted to go to war with God, it says that their punishment was they were transformed into demons. That's one of the things that took place. In some in some texts of Jewish mysticism, becoming a demon is also the destined punishment for some of the wicked. That could be like your punishment. Anyway, so how do they look? What's a demon look like? So again, just for FYI, whenever we give a description of spiritual matters, we always have to remember that these are anthropomorphic associations. In the same way that when we open up a copy of the Torah, we open up the Bible, and it describes God as taking us out with a strong hand and an outstretched arm, or God spoke these words, or He heard the cries of the people, that God does not have ears, does not have a mouth, does not have arms. These are sort of borrowed terms in order that we can relate to it. But the same way, when the Talmud and our collective Jewish literature is explaining demons or anything spiritual, the terms that are being used are not meant to be taken in the most literal of sense. They basically are certain physical descriptions that are that are related over in Jewish literature to sort of emblematically shape some sort of aspect of truth about the nature of demons. So first of all, the Talmud says that the sheer quantity of demons outnumbers that of humans. It's considered actually a blessing that we aren't able to be able to stand seeing so many of these creatures. Demons are sort of like they're described as having sort of an intermediary level between angels and the human beings. They're described that the Shadim are described that in 3 ways they are like angels, and in 3 ways they are like people. So they are said to have wings and fly from one end of the earth to the other, and they know the future. That's like the angels. And they also eat, drink, and die and reproduce, that just as humans do. Although in normal circumstances they are invisible, the Talmud actually offers certain diagnostic role as a means of sort of detecting them. So demons can also have the appearance of a human being as well. We mentioned the story of King Solomon. That is also an option as well. Rashi actually distinguishes between the appearances of each in various places. Now, their effect, various sources in Jewish tradition say that the power of demons sort of shifts between different hours of the day, different weeks, different days of the year, times of the year. The Talmud says that evil spirits are more of a threat in the evening, sort of prefer the night hours or whatnot. Also, demons are said to avoid groups, so it's like buddy system. If you're working in buddy system, then you have no need to fear the demons. Now, this next section that we're going to talk about is something really, really strange and really interesting as well. Okay, we're going to talk about demonic sightings in Jewish law. How there are certain roles or certain situations where the proposal of an interaction with the demon is prevented, and how Jewish law would sort of treat that. Very interesting. Take a look. So, in Jewish law, the concept of demon comes up actually quite a few times. There's examples right off the bat that we're meant to avoid things, certain things because of ruach ra, that spirit of that presence. Again, the context isn't demons like goblins with horns and pitchforks. It's like a negative presence. For example, you take your nail in the morning, you have the basin that you wash your hands with. So it says that the water that you wash, into the basin, shouldn't be exposed in an area where people are walking. Store them in places that's going to be around. There are other things that were said that we shouldn't eat. Things that are stored under the bed. Certain things that are like garlic or whatnot that was left peeled overnight. So it says that you shouldn't have them because of ruach ra. So again, as far as the practical implications to modern day, consult your local rabbi. But the idea is certainly there. There's actually about the permissibility of conjuring demons, meaning is it halachically permissible to conjure demons, like to sort of gather them together or use them for your own purposes or whatnot. So the Torah quotes the opinion that involvement with demons is forbidden because it's like sorcery. But the Rosh, another medieval sage, he permits it. He says that you would technically be allowed to conjure them. Now, again, parenthetically, people today are not of the spiritual character to be involved in these practices. In fact, Rabbi Yosef Karo, the author of Shulchan Aruch, warns that one who involves themselves in demons will not get away unscathed. So if you had any thoughts of conjuring demons tonight, hold off on that urge and just don't do it, all right? Yosef Karo says that you're not going to get out unscathed. Yeah. So then there's an interesting discussion in Jewish law as to whether it's permitted to ask a demon for help in finding lost objects. Okay? Additionally, there are also more peculiar topics addressed in several Jewish legal texts, such as the marital status of someone who meets a demon. So someone meets a demon and they're married. Like, what's their Jewish legal status as far as, is it considered adultery or not? This is actually something that is discussed. Further, a somewhat related topic also centers around the bill of a get. When it's the Jewish bill of divorce that is given. So traditionally, this is something that is initiated by the husband. So the Mishnah teaches that if, let's say, you hear some voice calling out from a pit, there's a pit or like a well, and you hear a voice calling out, it says, please write a bill of divorce to my wife and give it to her. So what Jewish law teaches, the Talmud says that we listen to him, we write the bill of divorce. However, it makes a clarification that we listen to him as long as we can determine that it's not the voice of a demon posing as the husband in order to divorce the wife. So it's kind of interesting, kind of off the beaten path, but nonetheless present in Jewish literature. So with these few examples, we can gain some insight of just how permeated demonic presence is within the Talmudic and the Jewish legal writings. Let's talk a little bit about what the Jewish mystics say. So the Ramchal writes that all of the non-legal sections of the Talmud contain ideas that are too esoteric to be presented to the general public, who would surely misunderstand them. The sages encapsulated these ideas into cryptic statements, passing on their innermost meaning to exceptional disciples who would be able to decipher them appropriately. Meaning, in the same way that someone could read the biblical text and make a misunderstanding of what they are seeing if they don't have an oral tradition around it. Somebody just reads the Bible, an English translation of the Bible, they can misinterpret what is actually being said, what is being commanded. We have an oral tradition that accompanies our biblical text. In a similar way, with the non-legal stories that are recorded in the Talmud, the sages sort of encrypted these very spiritual, esoteric ideas into these stories. So again, when the Talmud mentions these stories of demons, we can't take the actual encounters and the exact scenarios that are being described as completely literal. Okay, they contain very esoteric concepts and meaning. So Ramchal, he clarifies the role of demons using sort of mystical terminology. Why are there demons? Explains the Ramchal. It's an interesting thing to sort of keep in mind. Ramchal explains that God can be said to be the single sustainer, the original source, the primary operating force in creation. And at the same time, there are tools that God has set up to sort of interface with creation. Meaning, in order to go from infinite God, oneness of God, to a physical world of action, there are sort of a gradation of steps, a devolution, and tools that are used that God can interface with the world in order to make his will come out manifest in a physical way. So in other words, you have God is infinite in his infinite will, and he wishes to confer it over to the creation. So in order for that will to manifest itself in a physical way, there are stops along the way, sort of tools that translate that will and sort of coarsen it into a palatable way that the world can reflect. So God created a chain of command of sorts to sort of coarsen his influence from lofty spiritual to lowly physical. Angels are one means of this interface. The stars and constellations are said to be part of that interface, and demons as well are a tool in that interface. So demons cannot be experienced with the five senses, so they might thought to be spiritual, yet they do interface with the material world, so they have sort of like a connection with the physical. So they're not really quite spiritual, they're not really quite physical, they're the interface in between. Now, the Kabbalists and the Hasidic masters draw parallel between the concept of demonic activity in the world at large and the working of the demons within. All over Jewish tradition, we are taught that what happens within us is reflective of what happens in the world at large, and vice versa. What happens in the world at large is also reflected in us. In other words, you're a small world after all. Right? So whatever's taking place in the world, in the big world, takes place in the inner world. So the Kabbalists actually make this comparison, this parallel, and they write that mankind produces the demons from within via their thought, their speech, and their actions. The Jewish demons are described as our negative inclinations toward things that aren't permissible to us. For example, a person has like an animalistic drive towards a kosher hamburger, but it's like a gluttonous drive. And the quote-unquote non-Jewish demons would be a drive to something that is not permitted to us. A desire, a strong desire for a cheeseburger, for example. Now, again, the Jewish demons and the Gentile demons are just about the quality of what the desire is within the person. So, in the same way, we're saying that when a person will cultivate their desire and act upon it, not only are they sort of letting their evil inclination win within themselves, but they're also causing that within the world at large, there's sort of like a negativity that is brought to the world. But the other side of that coin is that when a person brings some positivity and overcomes their inclination within themselves, they do the same thing in the world at large. The outside world and the forces that play a role in the world at large are largely dependent on us. We have a very shared role in what takes place. Now, I want to make just a small sort of digress for a moment and talk about the Rambam. So, in many circles, there are people that say that the Rambam was sort of like an exception to the rule. In academic circles, it's generally accepted that the Rambam, the medieval sage Maimonides, denied the existence of demons. That's what people say. A large segment of the Jewish population also says that as well. The Rambam nowhere explicitly denies the existence of demons. It's sort of implied through many places in his writings. Rabbi Yosef Ergas, a 17th century Italian rabbi and Kabbalist, wrote that the Rambam deemed belief in demons to be nonsense and stupidity. Okay? So there were certain sages that understood the Rambam to be rejecting demons based on the way that he was describing them throughout his writings. So the Gra, the Gaon of Vilna, he actually, in his commentary on the Shulchan Aruch, takes the Rambam to task about his stance on demons. He says that, describing the Rambam's look at magic and demons and the way that the Rambam sort of brushes them off, the Gra comments that the Rambam was actually led astray in this area because of his study of philosophy, that he was consumed with philosophy, and in this area, with be it magic or demons or these types of things, that he's sort of led astray in these things. Now, the Gra encourages that the Jewish people follow the Talmud, which teaches that amulets are efficacious and that demons exist. The Rambam, again, does not simply reject all of the Talmudic references. We mentioned before there's a lot of Talmudic reference to demons. The Rambam just doesn't say, well, those don't exist. He simply he seems to classify the tales about them as parables or as deep allusions, that they're hinting at something else, that they're not talking about these, sort of like evil spirits, evil forces. The Meiri, who is another great medieval sage, also tends to expound on these occurrences in a similar way. However, the conclusion that the Rambam didn't believe in demons may not be so simple. Older rabbinic sages said that the Rambam surely did believe in demons. A very large number of rabbinic sages write with assurance that the Rambam certainly believed in the existence of demons. There's an early 20th century scholar, head of Yeshiva Or Torah in Stanislav, which is over in Europe, claims that demons were simply not found where the Rambam lived, and calls it utter nonsense to say that the Rambam didn't believe that demons ever existed. He said that they just weren't prevalent at that time and that place. But to say that the Rambam never believed that demons never existed, he said, is preposterous. The Kotzker Rabbi Menachem Mendel of Kotsk, writes that in the earlier generations, demons existed. However, the Rambam, as a towering legal authority, was actually able to change material reality through his Jewish legal pronouncements. We know that in Jewish tradition, Jewish law, Pesach, a Rav, when they make a decree, so the reality conforms to that reality. In other words, a person comes to the Rav or Pesach with a chicken, and you want to know, is it kosher or is it not kosher? Like the way they were shechted, was it done properly, not properly? So when the Rav, based on his understanding of Torah, makes the psak, says kosher, the material reality of that is that it is kosher. In other words, we think sometimes people like to ask, well, what if the Rav is wrong? Or what the Pesach is wrong, saying that it was kosher? He's not wrong, because once he says kosher, material reality conforms that it is kosher. Obviously, if he's doing it, as a God-fearing individual who knows a lot of Torah, knows how to apply it. So his psak actually changes the material reality. So the Kotzker Rebbe said about the Rambam that Rambam wasn't saying that demons never existed and whatnot, but when he was saying, when he wrote in such a way that implied that demons didn't exist, what he was actually doing was making a psak that demons should no longer exist. And he was sort of like eradicating demons from the world. And when he made this decree, it was sort of agreed upon on earth that so that's how the Kotzker Rebbe explains the Rambam's position, which seems to again be dismissive of demons. The Minchas Elazar, the Rebbe of Lukach. So he actually has a very interesting look at what the Rambam was doing in his approach to demons. He says that there's in the Talmud, the Gemara Pesachim, it says that demons can only bother someone who is bothered by them. I mean, if you're not in trouble with them, if you don't bother with them, they won't bother you. Okay? So, being that the Rambam was living in an area, lived in Egypt in medieval times where belief in demons was very prevalent, there was actually a grave danger to those people. Why? Because they believed in them. So again, the Talmud says that demons will only trouble someone who is troubled by them. They'll only bother someone who is bothered by them. So if you kind of write them off, you kind of disregard them, disregard you. Right? So the Minchas Elazar said, what was the Rambam doing? Rambam's living in medieval where everyone's believing in magic and sorcery and whatever. He implies that demons don't. Rambam says, that the people stop believing in them. They won't be. There's a way to protect the people. That's what it says. So again, it's that we can't dismiss the Rambam as being demons. Now, what about demons nowadays? That's the question I want to know. Walk back to your home. Are you going to be attacked by the demons? So, even in the times of the king, they write that their day evil spirits were not as numerous as they were in Talmudic times. One of the things that we have to know is that spiritually we are undergoing sort of a devolution of sorts. Meaning that the earlier generations, most connected with the creation of Adam and Eve, created by God's hand, or the generation connected with the giving of the Torah, the pinnacle of spiritual experience, every generation that goes by is one generation further removed from that perfection. So every generation that goes by, every period that goes by, is a less spiritual time. We are more calloused to our spiritual ability. And if that's the case, our achievements on the side of good are become more limited. For example, prophecy leaves the Jewish people when we are no longer deserving of, or we're not spiritually capable of achieving, and so forth. So the idea is that Hashem, he does, is he keeps everything, both in the good forces and the negative forces, parallel in the world. So meaning when we have positive spiritual abilities and capabilities that everyone's able to tap into and see, so we also are given challenges and negativity that are also prevalent at the same intensity on the side of good. So meaning when there's prophecy and there's all sorts of positive spiritual energies that we can tap into, there's also things like a very strong drive to idol worship. We notice that throughout the Torah literature, throughout the greater biblical literature, the Jewish people are constantly being led astray into worship. You think, what were they? They weren't. But it's just, again, if you are granted the ability, if you're granted power on the good side to have things like prophecy and temple and tabernacle and see open godliness and sacrifices and be granted that ability on the side of good, in order to keep our free will balanced, Hashem gives us also the drive for the negative is also much stronger as well. So when our abilities on the positive end are also limited, our abilities, what we're susceptible to on the negative end, are also lessened. So one of the things that is taught is that when prophecy ended, also the drive for idolatry ended as well. They kind of came simultaneously. So again, we had this great positive thing taken away from us, but also our susceptibility to the negative was taken away from us as well. And the same thing applies with demons. So being that spiritually we have become much more coarsened than previous generations. Again, the Goyim wrote that demons were less effective in their days than they were in the Talmudic times, because they were already one era more removed. So how much more so in our days that our susceptibility to demons, because we're so coarsened on the positive, of course we're so coarsened spiritually in the positive light, that our susceptibility to the any bad things that could come from demons is also weakened. It's practically non-existent. Okay, there are rabbinical scholars that differ as to whether or not demons or evil spirits exist nowadays or have any effect on us nowadays. And it really has to do with, being that we are spiritually full on the positive end, we are also granted that we're not susceptible to the negative influences that can be present as well. So let's some interesting, practical, more contemporary views. So Rabbi Rothschild of Lublin, who was a great 19th century Talmudist who later became a Hasidic master, he personifies these psychic forces that aid a person's life in the positive as like angels, things that illusions that hinder them as demons. So again, if a person wants to grasp a sense of what it's like to having an angel helping you or a demon hurting you, it can be likened to when we have positive thoughts and good aspirations and good drive towards the positive. That's like it's like being helped by an angel, and negative thoughts or illusions or whatnot that hinder us and hinder our progress is similar to having a demon up against you. Now, another interesting more contemporary source, Rabbi Rothschild, he explains that these invisible, malevolent demons that are discussed in Talmudic times are actually referring to germs and bacteria. He says that this was the language that was available to the Jewish sages to describe those thousands of harmful influences that surround a person at all times. Meaning they didn't have in the lexicon of the Talmudic sages to describe what was actually taking place. So they described it as like sort of demonic energy, things that will harm you, and they're all around us and whatnot. So germs and microscopic bacteria, again, were not part of their language. They didn't have the sages couldn't say that there's these microscopic bacteria that are out to get you. So there are until because contemporary Jewish sage tells us that these things may have been referenced to like germs and bacteria, and that was just the way that the language that these sages had to sort of describe it. You know, if you look at what bacteria looks like under a microscope, it looks like this like hairy creature or whatnot. The sages were using the terminologies that they had access to. So that's his opinion. That's sort of his view. I believe that he writes that these visible destructive forces are descriptions of mental illness as well, hallucinations or other like explanation, demonstrating the brilliant insight of the sages that they were sort of, on this track. They recognized the presence of these things in the world long before they were discovered with our tools that we have today. The Rebbeim really seemed to not get to demons. Demons were certainly not a focus in daily life, or certainly not something that we should be overly fearful of or whatnot. I believe it was the Minchas Alazar that says the Baal Shem sort of banished demons from civilized areas as well. So, and that's already a few generations back. So now, I mean, there's really worry about, because our spirituality of the average person from the time of Baal Shem is lacking tremendously, and so our susceptibility to negative influence corresponding is that of it. So there's very interesting Rabbi Yitzchak Hutner, the Rosh of Chaim Berlin, perspective of the Rambam on demons, which helps bring sort of philosophical clarity to the entire concept. He writes, all that exists in the world has an analog in man. And the opposite is also true. Everything that exists in man finds an analog in the world. We have a parallel. We discussed this earlier. Now, in the mind of man, we possess the power of imagination. Right? We possess the power of imagination, which when man can see reality that in fact does not exist in the world. Right? Use your imagination. Right? You can make a whole world in our head that doesn't really exist. So it is a reality only by the power of imagination. The reality that's taking place in your imagination is only a reality by power of your imagination. So since the kind of power exists in man, it certainly has a creaturely analog in the world. The creatures, whom we call demons, are sort of like the imagination of the world, that way that imagination plays itself out in the world at large. In other words, demons are sort of a reality, non-reality, according to Rav Hutner. He says the proof looks something like this. When we speak about something as being a figment of your imagination, what do we mean? The thing is not real. It's a figment of your imagination. It has no reality. However, to the researcher in human psychology, at the moment of his examination of the inner workings of the mind, is imagination a reality? Yes. So, in other words, there is a concept of imagination. Imagination is something that we have. There's a tangible concept called imagination. Yet, the very being of what is contained in the imagination is fantasy. It's not real. So, is imagination real? Well, yes, there is a concept of imagination, and to the one imagining the imagination, he is really imagining an imagination. So imagination does exist, but imagination doesn't exist. What you're imagining doesn't exist. It's not a wacky concept, but it's a fascinating way to describe also sort of the discrepancy, or the seeming discrepancy, that the Rambam, the non-existence of demons, right? So whether they exist or they don't exist, the idea is sort of in the way that imagination exists and doesn't exist. But again, and being that within us we have this power of imagination. We have this faculty. The parallel of the world, the concept of demons, which are a reality, non-reality as well. So again, just as a person has an imagination, so does nature, so does the world. Just as man's imagination is real to him or her, nature's imagination is ostensibly real to it. So it's an interesting approach. Now, there seems to be a somewhat related approach even amongst some contemporary researchers. Now, although modern academia as a whole rejects the presence of demons or other supernatural phenomena, there are some scientists who acknowledge certain quasi-spiritual premises that may be instructive in our understanding of demons. One such person is a man by Dean Radin. He's a leading researcher in extrasensory perception, a senior scientist at the Institute of Noetic Studies, and an adjunct faculty member at the Department of Psychology at Sonoma State University. So Dean Radin, he views demons as a projection of the unconscious. He explains that there's some kind of intersubjective reality that we create between ourselves and others by sharing thoughts and feelings, meaning that our thoughts sort of are able to make a tangible reality in the world. So in other words, he's sort of the idea of what we were talking about from the Jewish mystics, that everything that happens within us happens in the world at large, and every time we cultivate within ourselves our negative urges, that the negativity in the world also ensues. And when we cultivate our positive inclination, the positive in the world increases as well. So he explains that our thoughts actually can have a tangible reality and effect in the world. He says our intentions, to some degree, can affect the world around us more than other people think. One might sort of create a shared mental space, which can appear, as it were, for lack of a better term, as an angel or as a demon. So when this professor actually, he was discussing ghosts and hauntings and demons, he rules out the idea that these are exclusively psychological in nature, and suggests that there is some tangibility to the claims as well. He proposes that these entities came from many years of people paying close attention to a given space, meaning when this happens, so you have a building that they say is haunted. So he says that when they say it's haunted or there's demons there or whatnot, he's saying it's not just psychological that these demons exist there, or that this presence exists, meaning that because so many have experienced negativity there, or placed such negativity with their thoughts in this place, that the material reality actually conforms to the thoughts, and it's given some sort of presence in that place. Again, so when people are thinking negatively or looking at something as a negative energy or negative force, he says when this happens, it actually changes the energy of the place. And when somebody new comes along in the vicinity, perhaps the person will resonate in a different person in the same way, with the intentions that went back to that initial person. He calls the idea of place memory. It has negative associations about a place, and a lot of that happened in a place, and people are thinking negative about a place. He says that there's a concept called place memory, that the tangible space of that area actually carries with it a certain negative energy. You ever use the term like I'm getting bad vibes? In a similar way, that there's more to what we experience than might meet the eye to begin with. Again, Dr. Radin, he speculates that on an informational level, the material reality of this place actually changes in some way that it sort of stores the information, which can later be picked up by another bystander. I just get bad vibes here. Well, it's because according to him, this place maybe had some negative influence there in the past. People thought that bad stuff happened there, whatever the case may be. Scientist prefers this kind of sort of quasi-physical explanation as opposed to a spiritual one, but he does not rule out the possible spiritual alternative, but refers to it as something like a collective unconscious, or he calls it large ESP. Right? Well, this concludes in perfect traditional Torah perspective of the curiously interesting that even in secular study, they're unlocking certain peripheral ideas. I want to conclude with this one idea. I think the main thing to take out of any talk or any discussion of demonic presence or negative energy is that we always have a correlating and corresponding positive energy as well. That when we look around at events in the world and we see negativity, we always have to know on the other side of the coin, by the way that Hashem creates the world, is that there is always positive force that we may not be seeing, viewing, whatever, but it is very much present. It is there. Also within ourselves. We feel that we have challenge. If we feel that we have thoughts that are hindering us, if we feel that we have dissonance, on the other side of the coin, Hashem is equally granted talents, abilities, motivations, characteristics, as to have that balance. So a person in themselves feels negativity or has negativity, or the people that they're interacting with, their job or in their works, in their neighborhood, if it's negativity over there, there's one clear to eradicate negative influence. It's to negative influence with positive. When we add in our light, darkness dissipates. So if a person, once again, within yourself or feel within the world around you negativity, drop a nuclear bomb of Torah and mitzvah seed lights up your life. Thank you very much.
Click subscribe to more exclusive
Get
content.
it? Oh, for sure, dog. And then, I don't know, do I still talk about? I don't know. What did you learn about demons? Why? Because I know everything about them. Like what? They don't exist. But yeah, I mean, to the best of my knowledge. You want to believe that kind of stuff? But I'm with Ron, bro. I believe in here and now, bitch. Really? Yeah. Then I'm 99. Fuck. And in every category, they should get it to 999 for this motherfucker. Really? Fuck yeah. I'm not a dual threat quarterback. I'm a triple threat quarterback. Triple threat quarterback that can run the triple option, bitch. I'm the best, motherfucker. The best. Dog, I have this really good idea. Like, I am a rabbinical biographer, I guess, to some extent. I mean, no other rabbi out there is going to tell you potential rabbinical attributes for sticks, or NC, or Madden, or FIFA, or anything else. And I really think it's lacking in rabbinical biographies at this time. And I always thought it would be interesting to do an X, Y, Z graph. Uh, X axis would be how from someone is, like their religiosity. Uh, Y axis would be how Zionist they are, and Z axis would be how Kabbalistic they are. What would you be?
What is the poorest? Coming to you live from the Comedy Mothership here in Austin, Texas. For a brand new episode of Kill Tony, get up for Tony Clan! Who's ready for the best goddamn night of your lives tonight, huh? Yippee! Make some noise for Brighter Headband, everybody. Hey, everybody! It's really him, live in the flesh. Hey! This is Kill Tony, brought to you by the Red Rose, the Yellow Rose, Gel Laster, Austin Security Guard Service, Deep Eddie, and Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey Hand for the best damn band in the land. That's the great Paul Beamer horns. Making a phone call real quick. Michael Gonzalez on the drums. The great John D's right, Eli. And that's the Golden Boy self, Matt Mueling on the guitar. We are going to show before we start tonight's episode a little bit from the amazing sponsor episode available for you here right now. Hey, tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a special treat. Last week we had 3 crazy ass guests all fucking talking over one another. We had the fucking band on the other side of the room. We're all fucking united together at once. We're all finally in full effect. We've made the tweaks, and now it's time to have one of our favorite guests in the history of the show. One of my favorite human beings to work with on all of planet Earth. Your guest tonight, Shane Gillis, everybody. Let's go. Let's fucking go. The man, the myth, the bull, Shane motherfucking Gillis. My dear, dear brother. My big, beautiful brother. How are you, Shane? Some bucket of Bud Lights. Nice. And like that, the party has begun. Yeah. Shane's been here all week. We've been fucking goofing around, doing shows continuously, getting fucked up at night. We've been having fun. It's been a good week, dude. We're about to have a ton of fun. You've been on this show before. You know how it works. Yes. There are literally hundreds of people in the back alleyway of this venue right now. Literally over 200 people all waiting. There's a person with a megaphone at the back door. They hear the name out, they go out the door, and everybody cheers, and that person starts running to the door. They come up a stairway and through this curtain, and they get an uninterrupted 60 seconds of stand-up comedy. You know their time is up, and you hear the sound of a kitten. That means which just interrupts them, and then it's loud and aggressive, and then I interview them, and afterwards we find out more about them. Our esteemed, of course, hilarious guest Shane Gillis is joining in on the chaos tonight. It's always completely improvised. Nothing is planned. Everything is fucking real. Sometimes they're going to be nice. Sometimes they're going to be mean. It's the flow of the show. You guys ready to start tonight's episode? Well, fuck it. We're going to make the peasants in the alley wait a little bit longer because we're going to get this started with a regular. This guy, really, we've seen it all from him. He started off living in his van, no gigs, nothing but open mics, out there struggling. No one knew who he was. Now he sells out all around the world anytime he wants. He wears a Rolex, scooters, cars, vans, multiple apartments. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Hans Kemp. solid stand-up comedy right here on 6th Street, where you can see homeless people playing music by scratching scabs on their face. Child prostitutes are yelling the N-word at each other. Feel sorry for those losers in LA and New York. Too busy being like, how will I know if I'm successful if the NBC peacock isn't molesting me? Their holes are perfectly sized for corporate cock. Yep, killing it here in Texas. I'm an Asian in Texas. I don't give a fuck about the LGBT. The only LGBT I care about is the Bluetooth on my LGBT. I'm having sex with this woman who had IUD and she stopped getting her period. Thank you. It's amazing. It's like fucking a douche. I don't even have to worry about the mood anymore. Alright, that's my time. Thank you. Alright. Stand-up comedy. How do you feel, Hans? I feel amazing. This is a 2 a week. This is kind of a lot for me. But, you know, I'm happy to be here and not in the alley. Right. Of course, you're talking about the fact that we are just taping here. There's another tomorrow night, so you have to write 2 minutes a week. And your girlfriend distracting you a lot in the actual art form of performing. You are not using a white girl, you pussy, anytime that you want.
Your daughter, she was in the week, and I don't like it. She's pretty attractive. And when I saw her,
Yeah.
she has a fucking Rolex and a hot white girlfriend. How's it going this way? It's starting to bother me.
It is true. Hans Days, I clearly remember because he was wearing a weird brown Indiana Jones cowboy hat, and I said, how do you look like both of the heroes from Indiana Jones? And he was moving around, he didn't sit down, and he kept taking his hands in and out of his pockets, and I said, Hans, what the fuck are you on? And you said, cocaine. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, that did actually help. I like you more. You wear that Rolex around?
Yeah.
Target, bro.
So how often bumps of cocaine? So you're getting about it. Oh boy, now the plot thickens. This is I didn't know this about this girl. Is this the whole time? Yeah, she's with the whippets. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. How often is she doing these types of illicit drugs? Every day. Every does cocaine every day? She's not being right now. Wow.
She's a fucking wolf of 6th Street. Come on, guys.
Go. So, how her drug use has affected your life? Like, give us some, like, you know, if you were in a shady situation because of her. What's it been, like a month or two you've been with her?
Yeah, we just usually sit on her couch and she does whippets, and then she's like, and then like I try to like rub her feet or something. But mostly she's been really passing out a lot. Yeah.
How old is she?
She's legal.
Oh my god. What kind of answer is that, hon? What does that mean? How old is she?
She's 24.
Oh. Alright.
Good stuff. I mean, that's like a high school thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's.
Right now wants to know what you're doing with all the unused whipped cream part. What a waste, am I right? Just accusing all the gas, none of the ass. You know what I'm saying? Cracker.
Who said cracker?
Yeah.
You said that?
Me?
Yeah.
Calling me a cracker?
Well, that's what you use to make whippets.
Oh, you know that shit.
Yeah.
You also
I used to do it in high school.
Whores. Okay, we got both of our jokes in. That was great. At the same time, it was like twice the power of both jokes.
Okay, Hans. So let's talk about it. Are you happy in this relationship?
I'm very happy. She's a very happy girl. Sometimes I catch her singing. That's just going on inside her head.
Holy shit. And why do you think she likes fucking you?
I got a good jawline. I'm pretty skinny. I'm like fun to be around sometimes. I try to make her be happy. Sometimes I'm like sad, but sometimes I'm not. So maybe she likes it when I'm not sad. I honestly don't know.
Is this actually how you talk? Is this a character? Or is this real?
Yeah, no, he's like this all the
Sometimes I'm
time.
sad, sometimes I'm not.
Yeah.
Is this a Drake song?
Is the IUD thing real?
Yeah, she doesn't get periods.
So how long's that been for?
Her whole time she's known me.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Are you just dumping your fucking...
Loads and loads.
Wow. Incredible. Incredible. You never pull out at all.
I used to, but then I was like, why?
Now you like it.
Like if you're just coming without anything doing it, it's just like, it hurts.
Really or something else, Hans. For a giant 11-year-old boy, it is incredible. Are you concerned at all about her doing as much drugs, though, in Whippets? Are you talking about it at all?
No, I think she's doing a great job. She's really having a lot of fun. And
that's what it's all about. What does she do for work?
She's in supply chain management.
Does she contribute to anything that you guys do? Does she ever pick up the tab or anything?
Yeah, she's independently wealthy.
Really?
Yeah.
So where's she supply chain?
Yeah.
Where's she work? Norfolk Southern? Come on, guys.
Hans, Jim.
Remember that? Remember what happened?
Hans, you got the show started again. Congratulations. You're the man. Thank you so much. Hans Kim, everybody. That was Hans Kim. That was Hans Kim. And now my hand goes into the bucket. The brand new process of a megaphone and a dirty alleyway. In this, a multi-million dollar state-of-the-art facility. 200 plus people wait in the alley. Your first comedian out of the bucket. We're going to meet them all together. Goes by the name of Frank Ramos. Frank Ramos is going to be first. How exciting. Could be somebody from the audience. How many of you signed up out there by round of applause? Only a few. You fearless souls out there. We are listening to the music from the inside of Hans's girlfriend's head right now. Frank Ramos. Thumbs up. That means he's coming. It's a little bit of a hike.
Imagine passing out from a and waking up on campus. Helping you or licking your feet.
Here he is, everybody. Frank Ramos.
So I just moved to Austin about like 2 years ago, where there's this pandemic that happened, and I'm trying to figure out how to do dating here in Austin. The only problem is I tried Tinder, and I was like, I think this fucking shit's broken. Like you swipe, nothing happens. So I tried this other dating app, and I was like, I put my profile in, I put where I work, and some shit, and then I was like, hey Frank, how's it going? I have an opportunity for you. My name is Stacy, and I'm a recruiter. I was like, oh my god, this is fun. So that's actually how I'm dating now. I'm going on dates with recruiters. Or do I get laid here? Well, I have.
That's it, huh? 42 seconds. Very enlightening from Frank Ramos. Wow. Just coming up, talking your dating life. Incredible. Have you tried Grindr yet?
That might work.
Huh?
That might work. I don't know.
Well, what are you into? What girl are are you looking for, Frank Ramos? You have a little bit of a twang to you. Shane, what do you think about this guy?
What kind of, I don't think you're gay. Unless you want to be. Unless you want to be, which is fine.
I'm only white presenting. I'm not actually.
You only what?
White presenting.
White.
No, I said gay.
Oh my goodness, what a specimen you are, Frank. How long you been doing stand-up comedy?
About a minute and 42 seconds.
That makes sense. Okay. There you go. Very good. That's an old reference to an old thing that we don't really do anymore anyway. Frank Ramos. So this is your first time doing stand-up.
Yes.
Explain to us what made you want to do this. How old are you?
I am 41.
41, and you're starting today because
I've been watching Joe and you guys for a really long time, and I was like, why not throw my hat in the ring?
Yeah.
Really
Why not me?
yeah.
You want to know why?
What do you do for work, Frank Ramos?
Software engineer.
Software engineer, absolutely. And how long have you lived in Austin?
2 years.
Okay, where were you before that?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, California. Why'd you leave Los Angeles? During the pandemic?
Way too expensive, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I made it more expensive here. I just switched everything over.
Okay. What do you like to do for fun? What are some hobbies? What do you have on your dating profile?
I like drone racing, actually. It's really fun.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
How about that, babes?
I'm an FAA certified pilot.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, actually, I did some films.
Fuck me, right?
In that case.
So you do the small first-person ones, the small drones?
Wow,
That's cool. Nice.
It's fun.
Very, very cool. What else other than drones? What else is on your dating profile? Clearly not long hikes along the beach.
You know what? It's nice to see a brown guy on the other end of one of those fucking drones. Nice surprise.
Oh my God.
Another thing I do is I'm trying to do a startup, so just working in the Web3 space, all that fun stuff.
What's your startup idea?
Called Movieplex. So basically, it's a
It's fucking Netflix.
yeah, it's like a non-censored Netflix.
Okay. How's that going?
It's going well. Yeah, we just raised some money for it, so
You have like investors and stuff,
Yep.
and you go and you pitch to them, and you're like, so here's what it's gonna be.
check it out.
We have this idea. It's like Netflix, but uncensored, and there's cocks everywhere. Hey, look at that! You got a little trademark. You guys see that? Look at you. Look who made a
What the
funny
fuck is
up
up with
here
this 60
accidentally
second
real
bullshit?
quick. Not even thinking about it. Frank,
So happy. Feels good, right?
Are you fucking serious?
Really nice, right?
you do. You look genuinely happy right now.
Dude, just that
You're
this
not?
shit is so
I
bad.
Yeah, okay.
You're like,
All right.
how would I
So, Frank,
describe it?
let's talk about this.
Uh,
We talked
Like,
about dating for 41.
man, is just fucking
What is
kicking
the
it out
last
of
date
bounds.
like?
Kick,
Yeah, so like I
kick,
said, in
and
Austin, everyone here is
Braigo, and all those other ones.
Multiple
times.
You guys literally could just
Right. They're straight.
waltz into this bitch. Like, your app is so bad. You don't have to hire me. Just give me an app that need to clean the shit up. So bad. Are you guys paying attention?
Fucking rolls.
And then after that is dates.
What is your profile?
You never know. I know what I'm getting, so.
Okay. Do you get catfished a lot?
I think half the people on Tinder are catfish. So I don't think.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the bots and all this bullshit. Now it's Chat GPT bullshit. We're all fucked.
Wow. Okay. I don't break into a Def Jam set. Chat GBT bullshit. Goddammit. Yeah, there you go. Fire it up.
What's your best date in Austin? Your most successful, most pleasing, pleasurable date been like? You have a one-night stand with any of these fucking bots or anything?
They're all fucking terrible.
Give us an example of how you've blown it during a date.
Okay, I blew it because I said I don't date. And that's just not. I should have said it a lot better, I guess.
Yeah, and like after you came is when you should have said that.
I had to go to the
Really,
bathroom
it's
first.
not really said differently. It's when you say it. It's like, by the way, peace. I don't like kids. Thank you. Here's a towel. That's good thing. It's harder to date out than it is in LA.
It absolutely is. Yeah.
Really? That is wild. That is unheard of. I've never heard of such a thing. That is incredible. Have you tried meeting people?
That's why I'm here, ladies. Like, what's up? That's why I'm here.
Is there a lady?
Is there ladies?
Raise your hand out there, a single lady that's willing to go on a week with Frank Ramos. Anybody out there?
Let's do it. It's hard out here.
Why don't you come up here, lady? Come on up here. Let's see. Let's see what we're dealing with here. She's got the balls to raise her hand. Let's see what goes on here. This is Kill Tony. Anything can happen. She almost stripped. She almost got a real Spotify deal after falling at the mother shit. Here's everybody. Wow, look at that. What a gentleman. Step up to that microphone, sweetheart. What's your name?
My name is Mary.
Oh my God, you're so charismatic. You're much better looking than I thought you would be.
Thank you.
Coming from the back, willing to go on a date with Ramos. Well, let me
Seems like a real sweet guy, right?
And you have a startup.
Andy has a startup. She's interested in a startup. Very, very good.
Yeah, Frank. No. Put the goddamn 1 yard line, Frank. Fucking play it cool.
I was about to take her back to this place for whippets. So you're close with Frank. You're right next to him. He's a good-looking guy. He's got a startup. Don't ever do that with your head again, Frank. That was literally the gayest thing you've done since you got on stage. She says a lot because at one point you went like this. Incredible. So, did you say Mary? Mary, did you sign up tonight?
No.
So you just came with some friends. Have you seen the show before?
I've never seen the show.
This is amazing.
Me and my friend waited in line and we got in because we said we were a group of 4. And here we are.
I love it. You paid for tickets, right?
Yeah.
Goddamn right. You scared me there for a second. I thought we were gonna have our first 5 hours. Well, Mary, I'm gonna tell you something. We've been doing this show for almost 10 years, and there's a lot of magic that happens on this show. Sometimes it's somebody's first time and it goes good. Sometimes, somebody got their U.S. citizenship here a few weeks ago. One thing that we also have been famous for doing in the last 10 years is having magical moments happen. And I was wondering if maybe to close out his time on the stage, if you'd be willing to give Frank Ramos a real Austin, Texas kiss. She thinks you're gay too, faggot. Make some noise for Mary, everybody. What a good sport. I'm gonna buy Mary a drink.
Pretty good.
So she doesn't want to go on a date with him? I thought the whole thing was like he can go on a date with her. I don't know. She took off run. I know she did. She got out of here. I think she smelled cum on his breath and fucking started jet. Frank, you got pulled out of the bucket first tonight. It takes a lot of balls to do it, and we know you love balls. You had your first time on rolled with the punches. You're actually, you have a very beach presence. You're ridiculously likable, and if you write and do this more often, who knows what the fuck can happen. Ladies and gentlemen, there he goes, Frank Ramos. Here's a little joke book. Take a little joke book with you. That's from the Greek. Real Kill Tony little joke books. Real Texas leather. Check out Boneseye on Instagram. Bonezeye. Alex Olinger is next. Or Olinger, perhaps. You guys still having fun out there? A fun fact for you, while we're waiting for Alex, these little joke books say Kill Tony on the front and You Suck on the back.
Or it has a bomb on it if they bomb really bad.
And the big ones are just full. Alex Olinger is next. And here we go. Alex Olinger, hopefully any second, for the love of fucking God. It's a new venue. We're working out some of the kinks as we go. How many of you like it when How many of you like it when comedians mad on the show? All right, here he is, everybody. Alex Olinger.
What a great thing to hear, right, when I walk in. How many of you like when people do bad? Yeah! This is what we're here for. Fuck, I saw a hat the other day that said, Make America Gay Again. I don't think America was never gay, was it? Not enough to be gay again. I mean, that's like really gay, and then it stopped. I just like the idea of like the gay founding fathers. Just sit in the back like, Quincy. Yes, Benjamin? I have a question. Do these slaves make me look fat? I think this is a targeted ad. Has anybody seen these shoes that like add like 2.5 inches to men's height to get them pussy? Dude, who's 5'4" like me and then gets to 5'6" and is like, no. I think I got it. Hey. Oh.
A great set.
Thank you.
You've been on this show before. I remember you.
Yeah, like 2 times.
2 times. It always goes good for you, doesn't it?
It's been pretty fun.
Is that your favorite set so far?
Yeah, it was.
Indeed.
Because I was out in the alley and then I didn't know what was going on, so I just had to do the material. And that was fun, kind of.
Yeah.
I was not expecting Shane Gillis.
Well,
You know what I mean? And like that was kind of cool too.
I guarantee you he wasn't expecting Alex over.
Yo, Rogan in it. Oh, god damn it. You look at shit, doesn't he? Dude, the fucking Reddit comments have been saying that. I gotta get skinny or something.
Rogan wears jackets that fit him properly. I don't know what that is. Did someone shrink Rogan? Yeah. What is going on?
Joe, are you in there? I was left out in the sun too long.
Yep. Alex, what do you do for work?
I work construction.
What?
Yeah, I've been doing my. It doesn't look like it.
Like one of the little
fucking Legos? Yeah. For that. That's what I needed. So see this. My dad's gonna see me later and be like, fucking Legos? But you do like tiny home thing that you do? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Damn it.
What exactly do you do in construction? You work in like
we make custom shit for people's houses, like rich people cookies in trees. I don't know how to answer. We have minutes. All right, can you let me? My bad. Try my best.
So what is it? The North Pole? Just trying to figure it out for little kids constructing.
I make a lot of shit. For those.
No, what exactly do you do? Construction, everybody specializes in something. There must be like
It's like rich people who are lost and ask us to make, like, oh, dude, this one guy is making a sex doll. We get to make that. The tip was.
So putting in this dungeon, can you describe your method of approach here?
There's some rings, like metal rings in chains. Oh my God. For the dude to be like this, I think. And the whole stairway down is brass. Everything is brass going down there. Oh my God. Yeah. A lot of brass.
Dog, this is the most bullshit.
You can grab these
TikTok, you guys are assholes. Fuck you.
I think if I jumped or like got a running start, I could be up there like a
No,
gymnast.
where are we? That's ridiculous.
How tall are you exactly for the podcast listeners?
5. Hold on, I hear you, bro. Gotta give him a good number. You know.
What did you?
Where am I? Tell me
5'5".
about.
Okay, but how about with the insoles taken out
Yeah.
of the shoes?
A high 5'1".
You have a girlfriend?
Yes, I did.
How tall is she? 6'4".
That'd be fucking sick, wouldn't it?
I bet.
If I was fucking a 6'4" girl, none of you would be laughing right now.
Yeah. No, we would be making jokes about how you can't sing
I
night
want
with her.
60 women.
She's sucking your dick and you're just tossing her belly button salad. The old iceberg wedge, you know what I mean? The old fucking. Yeah. All right.
Toes in her pussy.
How tall is your girlfriend?
She's about like 5'1".
Okay.
Ooh, nice. Yeah. I got a shorter one.
So it makes you feel normal.
That one gave it does. It makes my head. You got foot.
Who was that?
I'm going to say he lived in the Shire. Was that most times?
Yeah.
We have a beautiful home. It's a wooden door in the side of a hill.
Yeah.
Every night, dude, wizards and people come over and we go on adventures to find the ring. I think we got to stop with this. He had a really good set.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was incredible. Tell us how comedy's been going for you, Alex.
It's actually been going better than it has previously.
What do you think the adjustment that you've made recently? Again, how long have you been on it again?
Well, 6 years.
6 years. So what has been your most recent adjustment or whatever that makes you think it's going? Is there something in particular that you've been doing?
I was just like, forget about people's bullshit. No, like I just go up and do my thing. Don't fucking believe me. I had a good set. Clearly it works. Yeah. Fucking trombone player, whatever the fuck.
I can do it too. That was I can do it too.
Hey, that's right. It was a funny one. Don't run.
Fuck you.
Hey, yo, my fucking friend, dude. What fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Against each other. You know what's funny? I knew it was going to be good when he walked out. Like, right when you guys were saying, like, you want to see comics.
No. There's your phone person.
It just went over. Like, what the fuck? And I was like, I hear anything to hear. And they're fucking cool. Yeah.
It's like Alien 37.
I would like to. I would love to have you back on the Secret Show.
Oh, you just got booked on the show.
Thank you.
Alex Lazari. On to the next one. Hans Hilton. Hans Hilton is next. Let's see if we can get this moving a little bit faster. Let's play some music or something. What's going on? How's everybody doing? I call the name Hans Hilton is in the mix. This is definitely a new name. I would know if I have seen a Hans Hilton before. incredible that 2 out of the 4 comedians so far tonight are Hanses. This is perhaps this is a cross between Hans Kim and Paris Hilton. Here he is, Hilton, everybody. I got 3 kids, so last year for my birthday, I got a vasectomy. The number 1 question guys ask me is, did it hurt? Did it hurt? Less than a 4th kid would hurt. But I was really nervous going into it, so I was trying to find ways to get rid of the nerves, and one clinic recommended nitrous oxide. You guys remember the laughing gas from the dentist's office? Their motto was, come laugh your balls off with us. And the clinic recommends a vasectomy. That's where 3 of your friends come with you. You guys all get snipped together. That's when I found out I don't have 3 good friends because I went alone. But the biggest thing I was worried about was that it wasn't going to work because they say it's supposed to keep you from having kids. And when you know I went home, those 3 fuckers were still there. It didn't keep me from having anything. I called my wife while I was waiting out in the alley and told her I was waiting, hoping to perform for 1 minute. She said I should be really good at that because I've got lots of experience. All right, Hans Hilton. Yeah. Is that your real name, Hans Hilton? What the fuck? I've been asked my whole life if it was my stage name, and that's my real name, but now it's also my stage name. Wow. What other stages were you on? No, I'm serious. Is it just comedy? Just got right. You got like a Christian butt? Yeah. I've been told I've got youth pastor vibes, yeah. Big that smile while someone's insulting you, just like, oh yeah. Sure. I am way too nice. Yeah. Nice. You are? California. Okay. What part? I was born in Linwood, California. Yeah, and currently live in Downey, California.
There we go. Fuck yeah.
Neighbor, so you could probably fill in the blanks. Hans Hilton, what do you do for work? I sell knives. To who? Oh, fill in the blank. Yeah, exactly. Great location. Wow, you're like up there on the pyramid. Not up there now. Miracle guy. I have, yeah. Holy shit. So 3.5 million. My goodness. 3.5 million divided by 21 years. He's actually successful. I start off slow. You son of a bitch. So Hans, you have 3 kids. You now have a vasectomy, so you're bullying another Hans. You're just blowing loads inside of your lady ruthlessly as well, right? My friends asked me if I'm just spraying my seed freely, and I was like, I don't think you call it seed anymore because we're not planting humans, but... Real Hans. Okay, Hans. What do you do for fun? How do you stay excited with 3 kids and a lady that you've been banging forever? She's way hotter than me for starters, so that's lots of fun. Oh wow, this is another Hans situation. A guy that comes inside of a woman that he shouldn't be with should just be called pulling a Hans from now on. This is incredible. How did you get her? What's your secret? I met her selling knives. Oh, and you're like, let me fuck you. That's pretty good. I was like, you can say yes, or Goddamn right, Hans. Love it. You have any secrets to keeping it fresh in the bedroom? 3 kids in. You have any special moves that you do or anything? Is there anything that you think you specialize in the bedroom? You have like a move or something? Something you do with your finger or your butthole or something, perhaps? I don't know.
Hans, do you love any pussy or not?
What gets my wife going is reading bedtime stories to the kids.
Yeah.
Wow, that is some Jerry Sandusky shit if I've ever heard of before. What the fuck?
I should
What the fuck are you talking
I should clarify our kids.
That's still. Wait, while you're reading, like, I love that wife so well. Yeah. You know what's when you're reading, you're like, oh, I'm gonna fuck after this. You're like, get the fuck to bed. Yeah, finally hard. Go to bed. For real.
Is that
You get hard when you read to your fucking kids. Answer the fucking question.
do you?
No.
I've never been asked a question.
Hans is great, dude. He's likable people.
I mean, it's incredible. Likeable bunch here tonight. This guy gets hard while his wife gets wet while they're reading to their kids. The couch.
7-year-old kids.
Dad.
Not again, Dad.
I need this son.
Shit. Hans, patience, man. You first set of your life. You got some laughs.
I don't think that was the first set of his life.
Oh, wasn't?
I've been doing this for 1 year.
Oh, wow. I don't know. It seemed like the first set of your life. Damn. Sorry, Hans. We're doing it the whole time in Austin or in Cali?
LA, yeah.
So where do you go up in LA?
Comedy Store, Hollywood, La Jolla have been the 2
Damn,
that
this
I'm
is
most
the kind of
excited
talent
about.
the Comedy Store in Hollywood's pulling nowadays, folks. You're wondering of going where you should plan your next vacation. I'm just kidding. You're talking about the open mic, right?
No.
You're getting booked at shows at the fucking Comedy Store? Wait, what? Who? Wait, what?
Shut up out there, you jealous fucks. Good job, dude.
I'm very likable.
Well, don't say it.
God. There's a door guy with a trunk full of knives right now. Here's a little joke book. Can you catch, Hans? Your moment of truth. Very
Yes.
good. Hans,
You suck.
make some noise for him. There goes Hans Hilton, everybody. We're going to get one of our regulars up here right now. This guy, famous for his unbelievable roasting skills, his unbelievable writing, his unbelievable performances. Headlining all around the world, one and only David motherfucking Lucas, everyone. With a brand new minute.
My 8-year-old, she goes to private school, and I went to career day. And whenever the kid got up with their parents, they said some noble shit like, I want to be a doctor like my dad, a lawyer like my mom, an accountant. This bitch got up there and said, I want to be a rapper. Go to private school for that. You can go to regular school for that, bitch. If you want to be like Cardi B, what the fuck? If you want to pop your pussy, you need to catch the bus, bitch. Like, mom's boyfriend recently got COVID. And I was scared because, I'm out here and they're in LA and he takes up my slack. I sent flowers and a card to the hospital. I'm like, nigga, we need you. What is it? Like, how dare you try to tap out now, motherfucker? All right, thank y'all, man.
Hell yeah, love it. Strong, on point, all real shit. Your real life. David Lucas with another fucking stellar minute. How's it going, my friend?
Shit. What you got on, Jack?
Oh, come on. What is going on? You're already trying. You're just gonna rush right into it? What are you wearing? A fucking blanket for a sweater right now? What the fuck do you mean?
You're a penis, nigga. Get your money. Coming to you out of the book of scrotum.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
The fuck you got that jacket on for?
What do you mean? What do you
Like, how'd you feel? Is it because Shane is here? I'm just wondering why y'all...
No, not all of us show up to work in fucking sweatpants wearing our fucking daughter's shoes. What the hell are those? Oh my god.
Tony, you got your man shoes on, nigga. You wear 6 and women for real.
I guess every pants are sweatpants when you're you. You have short legs for your body.
Yeah, and you got a big asshole for your body, bro.
That's true, actually. I do have a gaping asshole. I don't know how you know that.
I know them cartel members like to stuff shit up your ass, nigga. He was a valuable asset to chop your ass. He could get 12 over the border.
Yeah.
No Vaseline.
They can sneak humans up your ass, David. Full-size illegal immigrants just coming in, being shot out like baby zebras on the other side of the border. Unbelievable. The great David Lucas. Very sweaty today, huh?
Well, y'all ain't never walked the 30 million steps in this club to get back at us. There's a whole bunch of...
It is quite the trip. David Lucas is going to be fucking 100 pounds thick right now.
I mean, it is a bitch. And Tony, you ain't gonna be no straightener. That's crazy.
That's well, that's true. Fat guy. No, I love it. You are soaking wet. I love it. I'm just gonna keep you up here.
I got a shacket on, nigga. What you expect?
What is it?
A shacket.
A shacket?
Yeah. It's a shirt jacket.
Oh my.
Kind of rhymes with faggot.
Oh.
You don't know shit about fashion. You got a fucking gay dead man's jacket on, nigga. He's not gonna need this anymore.
They took it off him when he was in the coffin. He died from AIDS. He was an old friend.
Jesus.
I love it.
Well, you walk 100,000 miles for AIDS, right?
Where do you even get something like that? Like, what
Shit, I think,
you're dressed like a Kleenex box right now. It is incredible.
Shut your ass up, nigga. You look like you play wheelchair basketball, nigga.
Oh, shit.
Melancholy face. That nigga's like green mask, nigga.
I knew you were gonna do this. You've been on my dick all week. I knew these cameras would come out. Last night you should have heard how he introed me. Like, this next guy's my best friend. He's my favorite comic in the world. You soft bitch.
Oh,
I knew you'd get nasty when the lights came on.
That's all he do, man. You know I love retarded people, man. I got a retarded uncle, nigga. I've been fucking with him for a long time, bro. Special Olympics and all that. This thing right here. 3 gold medals in the Special Olympics.
Hell yeah.
Fucking beer drinking.
Yeah, that's about it. I'd probably lose the rest. Yeah.
David, you've been working out lately. How's that been going for you?
Great, man.
You have a trainer now?
Yeah. That's going good. I'm getting
You post about it. You post it on Instagram every time you work out, I notice, but I never see any differences. But I always see the pictures of.
You'll never see a difference. Nigga, you don't know how fucking flexible it is. This mother jump in there and hit a split.
I do Pilates and you eat a lot.
Oh, shit. I wish I had one to ride with that truck.
I do hot yoga and you do hot yogurt.
You can. I live way till you make kicks.
Hey!
Fucking weak motherfucker.
That's true. I have a delicious German chocolate in the back.
You probably got the strength of a toddler, nigga. Your ass.
I will arm wrestle you right now.
Tony, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I mean, how would we even do it? Oh my God. Wait.
Let's go. Where a table at?
I will arm wrestle you tomorrow night.
No, nigga, no.
We'll set it up. Okay.
I'll tell you, we need a table.
Grab a table.
We need a table.
It's you can't do it at an angle.
I'm not side best.
You have to be across from each other.
Hey, I'll put 10,000 on myself right now.
$10. Whoa.
10,000.
Shane, 10,000.
Shane, what do you think? Who do you think's going to win out of these two? It's all Tony's secretly jacked. I know. I never bet against Tony, man. Tony.
Shit. Son of a bitch.
Holy shit, guys.
You lifted up his elbow because he's a cheater. No, I give it to him, David Lucas, or whatever. With a 300-pound weight advantage in the sweatiest palm in Texas right now. You were very close. His elbow off the table and pulling towards himself. He got the victory, everybody. David, you're a legend. You do it every week. We love you.
I appreciate y'all, man. Check out the tour dates. I'll be in Ontario, Irvine, and Oxnard in Providence, California.
David Lucas, everybody. There you go. Woo, that was shockingly hard.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be an easy win for me. Having ridiculous confidence sometimes can be overwhelming. Everybody, Calinglaw. Woo, I'm out of breath. How do you guys feel? What other podcast has arm wrestling matches? between 400-pound men and 75-pound lesbians. And the lesbian almost won, by the way. A lot of shady shit going on in there. Here he is, Callan Glaw, everyone. Holy shit, Callan Glaw.
So, sometimes I wish I was blind. Like when I go to Hooters, you know? Because, like, the golden rule of Hooters is you can look, but you can't touch. Unless you're blind, they can touch whatever the fuck you want, you know? You gotta think about it, right? Like if a seeing guy comes to feel on a waitress, you know, he's like a sicko person. Like if a blind guy comes to feel, he's just for the bathroom, you know? Another time I wish I was, boys. Yeah. Pleasure chilling on. The scariest thing he thought he'd ever done is blow up the hospital's Joker. Yeah. Little did I know that would be his second scariest blowing. I don't know if you all saw in the Super Bowl, but the flyover was by all females. Yeah. It was also the first time the flyover was 15 minutes late. Thank you.
Wow, yeah. Hell yeah. One of the best looking Lego men we've ever had. Incredible.
Yeah, 1 minute's tough.
Yeah.
It takes about 40 seconds to get adjusted to your fucking face. When you walked out, this whole crowd was like, wait, is he hot or... No, he's not. But he is hot. Wait, what is he?
You are something, Cal. You do have quite the fucking face on you.
Yeah.
How's life going with that face?
Life's going all right, man. Someone said I look like Johnny Bravo, apparently.
It's what I was trying to... I think that's what I was thinking of. I said to Red Man, this fucking guy looks like something, and I don't know what it is. What else do you get a lot of?
Like the Chad, was that like the Chad meme or whatever that... Giga Chad, I get that sometimes. Yeah. Also, who was the guy that fought Rocky the Russian dude? Yeah.
Or like a iron or something.
Yeah. That's pretty good, though. I get wheelchair basketball. Sort of the end 8.
That or their first weeks. So, Callan, what...
Sell Colo Kid and one's interested in buying. Oh, yeah.
How long have you been on stand-up?
About a year and a half now.
And what made you want to start doing it?
So actually, Norm Macdonald, listened to him, and I always had thought about it, and listened, I was like, oh, this guy's freaking awesome, and kind of got some inspiration from that, and jumped on into it in Des Moines, Iowa, so, yeah.
Is that where you're from?
Yeah, from Iowa, yep.
That explains it.
Yep.
Now the face makes sense. Your grandmother got raped by your great-grandfather.
Yeah, well, the math too, but
Yeah, he hansed her. That means he came inside of her.
I missed that part,
Yeah. You were in the alleyway. So Callan, how long have you lived in Austin? You visiting or what's going on?
Yeah, so I moved down here, I don't know what this guy's name did. No, I moved down here in July, yeah.
You moved here July?
Mid-July.
Okay. And what do you love about Austin?
The Latin women, Tony.
Oh, wow. You have a type. Yeah, you're out there in the fucking cornfields in Iowa. You never seen anything like that, huh? The farmers in Iowa are all white people, so...
I didn't meet a black guy until I was 18 years old, dude.
You did?
No, I was like 12 years old, dude.
What was he, the help? It's in Iowa, John. Don't grow it like that. Iowa's different. Very racist people in Iowa, am I correct?
Mostly nice, but a little bit racist, I would say, so.
What's the most racist thing you ever seen happen in Iowa? Look right at John in his face when you...
Honestly, so I was up there,
you were on Kiltony?
Yeah, I was.
I'll remember this face.
I never forget a face. Holy shit, look at how face it is. Yes, yeah, who said that? Yeah.
Whoa, neighbor on the horn.
Is he trying to get me to say the N-word? Yeah, we like
You have the kind of face that makes people want you to say the N-word.
Yeah, dude. So we talked about last time I was here, but I did acting in college, and the role I played was a racist cop. So that plays in.
Wow, did I have you recite mine?
We did, and that's when I said the N-word, but as the
Okay.
You did N-word? Yeah, I said it like multiple times, and I also like there was a scene where I had to like rape one. You said the N-word and then raped the lady? Well, literally exactly what I had for a fucking college film. Yeah, and it was a gay college one. Dude. And it was gay? Yeah, Stonewall. Yeah.
What? This was like a school project? Like you had to do this for your grades?
Yeah, so in college I was an acting major, and one of the shows I had was about Stonewall. And I played a racist cop that stuck his hands down a woman's pants and beat her up and called her the N-word a couple times.
Wow, did you play Donald Trump? Incredible. Hand in the pan. Drop the N-word at the pussy. That's incredible.
Like while you're doing it, you're like, this is good. This is good. Like I can put myself on camera doing this because this. And then you saw it and you're like, fuck. I'm ruined. Forever. No, yeah, it's pretty sweet. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
Amazing. So these, how did you describe them? Latino?
Yeah, Latin women. Yeah. Good Latin women. Yeah, they're great.
Okay, so did you have a girlfriend now?
No, I don't have a girlfriend currently. Yeah.
Right, but that's your type. You find a Latina, you ask her out.
Basically, yeah. So since I moved down here, again, not a lot of Latin women in Iowa, but dude, the fucking hips, dude. Holy shit.
The hips?
The hip of the ass, dude. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You got a little fire too, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No.
No?
What was the last part?
They got a little fire, a little personality behind them.
Yeah, a little fucking tapping to you. You know?
A little chalupa, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. So, the last time that you've been with a Latina, was that in Iowa or here?
No, here. I was never with a Latina in Iowa.
Right.
So, yeah.
This is a new thing for you.
It's a new thing, yeah.
You're trying to take over.
1,000%.
Are you aware of how easily they get pregnant?
I very much am. Yeah, I'm a very heavy condom user.
You seem like a condom.
What?
Yeah.
It's fucked up. He's a condom.
What do the Latina girls say when you pull out the condoms? Like, what is that? What the fuck is that? What are you doing? I can't even see it no more. You make it disappear. Now it looks like a ghost. What is that? Is that Latina condom music? John has an instrument for this. Hey! No, take something in my instinct made me want to tell you to take that off. All right. We got a little out of control there. So, everything always go good with the condoms? What kind of condom do you use? You seem like you use like one of the hot and cold ones or something like that.
Yeah, big Trojan ribbed guy. Yeah. What are you worried about? 100%. Yeah. I'm a giver. Yeah. Right. You got big dick? I'd say slightly above average. Yeah. Describe it. Yeah. With the head, I was going to say it too. Like a gigantism. Like a normal dude with gigantism.
Gigantic head with like a big smile.
Yeah.
Dude, you have a fucking giant on you, Callan. Incredible. You have a good relationship with your parents?
Actually, a very good relationship. Oh, you know what I mean? Yeah, dude.
Let's do this, Callan. Let's say you went back home for the holidays to celebrate in Iowa with your parents. They're still together. They'd eat dinner together every night. They probably go to church on Sundays.
Not anymore, but yeah.
Not anymore, right? Yeah, nobody believes in God anymore. Right? It's been a rough few years for that guy. But let me ask you this. Let's say you go back for Christmas and you don't warn them and you bring a little fucking Maria home with you or something like that. What do you think their honest, true, truthful reaction would be?
Yeah, honestly, I think they'd be pretty chill about it. They're pretty open people. Yeah. It's really great. Yeah, thanks, guys.
I hear your answer. I know that you know that they're going to probably watch this at some point. Like, hey, Mom, Dad, got on again. I have a good relationship with you, so I tell you things like this. Yeah, it'll be on YouTube in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this.
Yeah.
You bring the Latina girl home. They present it like they don't care. They go up to their bedroom.
Yeah.
What do you think they say that?
I mean, they say, hey, Kelly, I hope that guy's wearing those Trojan ripped condoms. You know what I'm saying?
Probably true.
Does your mom or your dad have a head like you?
Probably on my mom's side, I would
Your
say.
mom?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
God damn, I was hoping your dad had that head. You got a blockhead mom?
Yeah, well, that.
Your mom's a blockhead.
Yeah. Shout out Kelly, dude. Your mom's a
Shout outs to the moms. All right, very fun times. Fun interview.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, there he goes, Talon. Wow, he's going home with a gel blaster. You got a joke book last time, right? Yeah, who gives a fuck? There he goes. How about a hand for Wario going back to his C right here? Hipster Wario just making his way back. This fucking table pisses a lot. Nick James. Nick James is next. Hell yeah. How fun. Still slightly out of breath from arm wrestling David Lucas, for any of you keeping track out there. That was hard. I'm gonna take him on again soon. I don't take defeat lightly. Maybe 2 months. Maybe 1. I'll train for it. Here he is. Everybody, Nick James. Make some noise, Nick, everybody. These guys wait all night in the patio. One more time for Nick James.
So, comedy's hard, right? Reasons you think. You don't think, stand up, right? Wrong. Worst part about you're trying to have sex with. Any aspiring comedians in this audience, here's some advice. Never bring a date to a comedy show you're performing on. I did that once and I bombed so hard I could hear the pussy dry up from across the room. I don't know if you guys have ever heard the sound of a vacuum seal before. Sounds a little bit like, God damn, that happened to me. I'm like, I gotta talk to this date. I gotta preserve the possibility of getting late later. So I'm gonna show I corner her. Well, I don't corner her. Like, look, I promise I'm funny. Can you please touch me later? She's like, oh, dude, I'll fuck quick comedy, please. And that's my time. Thank you, Nick James.
Well, fuck yeah. How about you guys don't? Why don't we try that state-of-the-art sound guy? Unbelievable. How about a hand for the sound guys? Literally. I can't imagine what the hell's going on, but Nick, how do you feel?
Pretty good, honestly.
I hope you didn't bring a girl in, I gotta be honest with you.
I'd bring a fucking gun.
Alright, we're cool.
You're my favorite. Don't show up tomorrow, though.
Jesus.
Yes, dude.
Hell yeah. You know what you look like.
He's like the guy he shoots.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like, oh, kill some. Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah. That motherfucker.
All right, Dane. Stop it.
For real.
No, stop.
I'm not gonna be the guy that shoots guys that are gonna bomb outside.
Thank you. I like your style, Nick. How long have you been raping corpses for? I love it. Hell yeah. What do you really do for work?
See, right now I'm in telemarketing. I'm at a call center. Wow.
So are you like selling things?
Kinda.
And you're in a place? So
Yeah.
technically you're in Intel?
Well,
Would you just give me the fucking finger? You want to arm wrestle right now, you piece of shit?
oh no, all this.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. You guys know how that would go.
I'm sorry, Tony. I'm sorry. Please don't.
No, I'm not gonna arm wrestle you. It's becoming the new theme of this show.
You have to kill him now.
No, that's so good. I like him.
It's okay. Nick, how long have you been doing stand-up?
About 4 years now.
All of it here in Austin?
And about 7 months in Austin, most of it in England.
Okay. Where are you from? Sleepy Hollow?
Not far, actually. Connecticut.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah, you remember.
It is Connecticut, right?
Yeah, well, I've been.
No, I don't remember. I just know what people from Connecticut are like. I study the humans. You ever heard of Slava, Texas? No. Then you don't know shit. I'm talking about, like, I know all about it. Anyway, Nick, you're from Connecticut. You've been here for 7 months. That must be quite a culture shock because there's literally not a human having any fun in Connecticut anywhere at any time. And now you're here in the live music and comedy capital of the world. So explain to us what the last 7 months have been like for you.
Let's see. I've been going to a lot of concerts. Been not getting as much pussy as I thought, but
well, I have not been getting quite as much. I gotta be honest, Tony. My statistics on the vagina are at an all-time low. We've had higher amounts of fluid surrounding my penile regions, and this is not the best of times.
You're like Timothy Chalamet. You get Chalamet? Yeah, he's good. Shut up, lady. That's Timothy Chalamet.
oh, thank you. That's honestly like the nicest celebrity I've ever been compared to.
Who do people normally compare you to?
Sheldon?
Let's see, like, I guess Steve Buscemi a lot.
Yeah. Okay, so when you say you're not getting as much pussy as you're used to, Nick, what's like your move? Where do you normally find girls at? What do you normally do?
It's honestly random. Like it's like a mix of like online dating and just me not spurking out in public every now and then.
Spurking?
Yeah, it's you're not aware of this term. It's short for Asperger's, shorthand for Asperger's. You know, basically, I'm not autistic, but sometimes so. You know, like right now. You know.
What a dork.
You know what? The Asperger's. You know, one thing they're not good at lying. Like you just did. Remember when you tried to lie?
Oh no, like I do get laid. I get laid sometimes.
So like the last time you got laid by anyone, take us through how does that happen? How in the world does that happen?
Alright, so the last time I got laid was a couple months ago. So there was this girl living downstairs from me. She was about 40 years old, and I was drunk, and she was very drunk. She had nice titties, though. Tight vagina for her age, really. No condom, of course.
Ripped for his pleasure.
Fair butterface, but good ass, I will say.
Wow, what about her?
I see what you did there.
Condom, butterface from behind, or are you going missionary, just fucking stopping the world, just straight eye contact? This is good for me. My statistics have been low lately. I pulled a Hans.
Since he asked, unfortunately, he was missionary, so she had this like weird sex face, like where she kept going like,
Oh, God, that's horrible.
I know.
That's a little longer, though, right?
No, it was
It's fucking horrible.
kinda, yeah. Like it because I was kind of proud of myself. I was going like 20 minutes, but like I really wish I had
Oh
finished.
shit! You fucked lady for 20 fucking minutes.
Yeah. I was also like one so it's like so like I was like half softener and only like got hard towards the end, like as they're still wearing off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at you. You're a little fucking.
And there, brother. Yeah.
You're a little party gagger. What else are you to?
Let's see. I have been like microdose rooms. Like I've been trying to wait on a nail, trying to like gel castage down so I accidentally like fuck a trip in public. I did that one. Holy shit! Like never.
Yeah, you don't want people to think you're creepy.
Oh no. Yeah, it's bad enough actually. Like
Craziest thing you've ever done while tripping?
So naked, I went to a movie theater.
Why do I like it's the same story?
Playing Batman in Colorado. Trapped him. Well, guess it.
No, but no. It's a story because that's clearly the fun one. So to be fair, this one was when I was on acid. This is the first time I ever tried doing acid, and for those of you who know, the best thing to do on the first time is just do one tap. You know, just start small. I'm a fucking retard, so I took 4 tabs on my first show. Yeah, you know.
And then what happened? Come on, get to the good shit. What is this, a fucking...
15 minutes later, I'm leaving the parking lot of my drug dealer's apartment. I come up all at once, and for some reason, I don't know why I did this. I just dropped my pants, grabbed my dick, and I just yelled, "Who are you?" I ran into the woods, and I don't remember anything after that.
Wait a second. That act out that you just did would lead us to believe that your cock is like 14 inches long.
I can see it.
What do you...
I like it.
What do you really packing down there other than an AK-47?
It's like a good like 6.5.
Okay, how about when it gets hard?
I got 7.5.
6 and flacid's fine, but Tony, don't ask when it's hard. That would be gay.
Man, I'll show it to you right now. No.
Yes.
How many of you want to see me arm wrestle this cock right now? Just fucking... No, it's good. There he goes, Nick James. Everybody, do you have a joke book already? You already have one of these? Okay, there you go. All right, we have not had a female comedian up tonight. You guys think we should pull till we get a lady up here? Let's see what's here. Sorry to Ike. Sorry to... Is Yazin? Yazin Amra? Is that a human? That's a real guy from the audience? Is he here? Where's he at? He's back there? Does he have a kept him back there? You didn't buy him a ticket? You guys are assholes. It's not a girl, but we have some time. We start a little late. Alright, well, fuck your brother. Emily, Queemy, or Corusy? Oh, Jesus Christ. You almost shouldn't even get to go on if your handwriting is this bad. Corusy?
Emily with the Q?
Emily Q something?
Emily Qureshi.
That's what I think. Qureshi.
How do you know?
This lady's been saying yes like she knows that. Yeah, it's Qureshi. Can't even see it. What are you, a palm reader?
You a fucking idiot? She's coming.
Emily Qureshi is on her way to the stage. We're getting word. This is wild. You guys still having fun out there?
Is it? Is it? guys knowing Nick and Blockhander are hanging out?
One more time for Emily, everybody. Come on.
Have any of you ever heard of the paradox of choice? It's the concept where the more options you're given, the harder time you'll have making a decision, the less happy you'll be with the decision you do make in the end. I learned about this phenomenon on Reddit, but I didn't truly understand what it meant until I found myself halfway down the 14th page of Pornhub. Hey, if any of you ever find yourself on the 14th page of Pornhub, here's a tip. Start over. Lower your standards, head back to square one. There's nothing for you here, okay? It's a goddamn no man's land. You get to page 14, you got even the algorithm confused. Jesus Christ, you didn't like any of that? I am a big fan of pornography. I guess I do have a couple of qualms, though, a couple of voters to pick. And look, I know it's cliche to say, I'm not trying to beat off the horse here. I just think it deserves to be said again. These bleached assholes have really got out of hand. I mean, I just want to know, who looks at a butthole and thinks, you know what that needs to be? It's prettier. I'm joking, we all think that every time we see one.
Emily, that's favorite. Very, very interesting. This is your first time on the show, correct?
Indeed, yeah.
Absolutely. How long have you been doing stand-up?
I've been doing stand-up for about 3 years now.
Where at?
I live in Canada, so just came to comedy for a month.
Holy shit. Funny for a woman and a Canadian.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I'll take
This is the Canadians have been fun lately. Yeah. I don't know how they put in their vaccine, but you don't seem our last two golden ticket winners in the show special needs Canadians.
I've got a ability if I don't.
You are on this
I don't.
You do have like vet vibes or something like that. So,
I'm from a pretty small town, but there's a anybody? It's based on my hometown. So.
That's incredible. That must be a big deal there.
It is.
Love it. What do you do for work?
I work full-time as a server, and I work part-time as a bouncer/barback at another place.
Wow, and you bounce people out of bars times?
I do indeed, the boots help.
Holy shit. That's incredible. No, we're not gonna arm wrestle her. You guys stop. Shut up. Shut up. Alright, so Emily, what do you like to do for fun?
I'm a snowboarder. It's part like I'll go one day off a week. I like to go up the mountain. I live in Whistler, BC now, so
that's close to Vancouver.
Yeah.
Horny motherfuckers. Not everything she says is great, you weirdo.
Yeah. This Mexican guy's never snowboarded in his life. Twice, yeah. Dirt bomb.
Yeah, well, Kenny.
So, Emily, how long are you visiting America for, the greatest country on planet Earth?
I'm only here for 10 more days, unfortunately, but I have to go back home and save up the money to come back for another stretch.
Right. Yeah. It seems like an interesting place to be located there in the middle of nowhere to be a comedian.
It's kind of there's a comedy power hour every once a week at this one bar, the only person who goes up, so it's
Just doing hour stuff. Amazing. What else do you do? What else would make a life or your story? And the set was fantastic.
boring. I like to read if I'm not snowboarding. I'm a big fan of reading. I've got a pet bird at home, Myrtle. He's marked, and
Wait, what'd she say?
Damn.
it's my sweetheart, my bird.
Your bird? You have a pet bird?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Bring the serial killer boy back up here. Somehow.
You don't need a bird. What are you doing with birds?
a pretty bird. That's
Stupid.
As soon as you said cockatoo, I was
It wasn't gonna be like I should have had them too.
I've been a bird woman for 15 years now.
Wow.
Never not looking like it's gonna stop anytime.
Oh my goodness.
cockatoos get old. They get old as fuck, right?
Yeah. Merle's 15 now, and he's probably gonna live like 32, so probably outlive me, to be honest.
Yeah.
Wow, that's sad.
Well, if Nick James has anything to do with it. You're back in that alley with Nick?
Yeah, it's you know,
God damn.
eye on him.
He's popular back there. How's he doing? I hope the guys will treat him all right.
He's probably out there shooting everybody with a gel blaster right now. Incredible. So, you have a bird. What's your love life like? You dress like a lesbian.
Love life is pretty abysmal right now, but I'd like to say it's by choice. I just kind of feel like I don't have the time for it with a job and comedy and all that reading and bird love that I get. So
Wow. Very interesting. So is it true? Do you really watch a lot of porn like you said in your set?
I do. I wrote that joke 3 years ago, and I switched mostly to Reddit for my porn now. I don't really am on a Pornhub gal.
Explain to us.
So that's like the horniest dude shit.
Yeah. Explain to us what the advantage of Reddit over an actual porn site is. Teach us the ways of a lonely northerner.
Well, it's great because you can just subscribe to any category, and then you can just be, you're just trying to read about the economy, and all of a sudden you get.
Can I ask you an honest question? What porn subreddits are you subscribed to?
This is not going to get me very popular with the feminists, but I like free use. It's a concept. Please stop watching this.
No, literally nobody just turned it off. Hilltony isn't exactly the feminist power base that you might think it is.
You might be shocked to know that not one in the world is listening right now. Explain to us what for use is.
It's called free use, and it's basically just like somebody will be, like playing their DS or reading or like on the computer like play gaming, and then somebody else comes over and just starts going at it, and they kind of like pretend they're.
I didn't know that. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
So the other person just like stayed.
Yeah, they'll play video games or something.
Like,
come on.
Wow.
You never saw this?
No.
It's the best.
No.
It's just kind of cool.
I like my porn like porn.
Gay.
Two guys, yeah.
Just, two guys going right at it.
The last thing I need is somebody that's continuing to play video games well. That sounds like Hans can be a great porn star in that video.
I've actually seen him on the Reddit. Yeah, he's pretty popular there.
Wow.
The way it's yours.
Emily, do you have any other special skills, talents that we'd be surprised to know about you? You ever do anything crazy? You ever save anybody's life or almost die? Or
I can lick my elbow, which apparently is impossible.
you can lick your elbow? How many of you want to see her lick her elbow right now? This is incredible. Literally, whoa! Yeah, that is hard. That's incredible. What is you guys lick your elbow? No. Michael's a freak athlete. He can't do it either. It's unbelievable.
Just practice. You'll get it one day. I got it one day.
All right. That is.
I would love to have you on the Secret Show Thursday.
You just got booked on a real show.
Yeah, and I have a second spare bedroom also.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God, Red Band.
Red Man, you're desperate, dude.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
She likes birds, not pigs, Red Band.
What's that supposed to mean?
Wow. Emily came in, very fun set, very entertaining. You, congratulations. Here's a big, cool, handmade leather Texas joke book. Tell him how you spell your name so that.
Hey, it already worked, Red Man. There you go, you fucking rapist.
Oh my God.
What the fuck is that look, you weirdo?
Was it a joke?
Like Aloni.
Yeah, to be all coy, act like he doesn't like her now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even gonna book her.
Hold on. What was your favorite joke? What was your favorite joke?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I know. I know you know, you fucking weirdo.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the great and powerful William Montgomery could not make it tonight, everybody. He got stranded in Las Vegas, Nevada. He has a crippling Adderall and gambling addiction, and he's going to be back tomorrow, unfortunately. But, you know, this place has been hiring, much like its predecessor, the Comedy Store, they specifically showcased and hired all the funniest young talent from around the city. And because those types of people are available anytime we want, we decided to give you a real special treat in the place of William Montgomery. What you're about to see is truly a guy who, well, right now, working a door shift right now, is truly going to continuously never stop moving up in the comedy game. And you're going to remember that you were at this show the night that you saw us for the very first time. You may know him already. A local legend. Ladies and gentlemen, Casey Rocket.
Oh, I never made it as a wise man. Get real trap shit. Fastest guy in the room who gives shit. Come on. Gotta keep moving, fellow. Putin's trying to triangulate my position right now. Get lost. Come on. Back in the Parmesan. Kevin Fudge. Kid, please. I'm doing an hour and a half. Who gives a fuck? We're closing it down. Fucking pranked your ass. Come on, man. Damn, a roast comic and a prop comic? What is this? The worst shit you've ever fucking seen? Goddamn, Putin hates this motherfucker. He can't stand me, boys, I'll tell you. Hey, Putin, I got 5 words for you, sweetie. Never made it as a wise man. He's up here riffing our hearts out, boys. Come on now. I won't lie to you, folks. I got 6 more harmonicas hidden around the room here tonight. In 6 minutes, the room will start filling with water. You have 6 minutes to find the remaining harmonicas. You didn't think the crowd was bluffing, did you? Big pranks daily. Yeah, I used to prank myself all the time and call what? Taking Xanax. Hear me, boys. I was like, hear me out. I know you got 8 a.m., but what if you woke up in jail? Okay. Never miss a wise man. I've had a lot of weird jobs in my life. Operation Flight 370. That's on me. Science just can't stand me. I just got diagnosed with reverse Benjamin Button's disease last week. That's why I age normally, but I would still have the penis of a baby. Okay. Guys, the Stuart Little stuff's working. Come on, I was not Stuart Little. Hey, I got some for you. It's a picture of Grimace during the fall of Berlin. We're having fun. Just bro, yeah, you just put it, you want to pass it around. Everybody take a peek at it. Everybody gets a turn. Everybody gets a turn. Okay, I got something for you guys. The second picture of Grimace at the fall of Berlin. Guys up front. I come from old money. I got hundreds of these things. I got briefcases full of shit like that. You would not believe it. Fucking Biden's pissed. Trust me. I come from old money. My dad was at Paperclip on Microsoft Word. I don't even need to be here today. Talking about how can I see could have drove me to football practice. Drunk bastard. But that was Dad. That was Dad. I'm gonna Blair Witch this Never what, never who, what, wise man. Nights like these, I always think about my grandpa, folks. When I was a kid, my grandpa used to always sit down, and he used to always give me the best advice. He used to always sit me down and go. That was Grandpa. He's almost completely nonverbal. That's just the way it was. And when he did talk, it was always about industrial society and its future, but that was Grandpa. He was a Unabomber, you know what I mean? Since the 90s, you could Unabomb back then, okay? Here's the thing about taking pills, folks. If you don't want me, take so many pills. Don't make them so small. If Oxycontin was the size of cheeseburgers, nobody would overdose on it. Oh, no thanks. I couldn't possibly have another Perk 30. I've had 3, dude. I'm stuffed. I could eat 200 Ambien. I could eat 200 Ambien right now. Fucking Pelosi couldn't do a thing to stop me either, I'll tell you. I could eat 200 Ambien and still have enough room in me to eat a Philly cheesesteak while I'm checking all the corridor handles in my apartment complex. Who would, class man? Thank you guys. Okay, to rocket. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the saluting firestorm, jokes, constant movement, extreme entertainment. You are such an original, such a force.
Thank you. I gotta go back to the lobby. I'm on the clock. I'm on a riff-based system. 100 riffs an hour, it's like 6 coins or so. It's coin-based. It's no riffs, no coins, 8 coins, 8 riffs. You know how it is. You guys get it.
You are the shit. You are working right now. Shane, what do you think about the young buck, Casey Rock?
I love it. I saw him, was it 2 nights ago? Yeah, it was hilarious.
Thank you.
Yeah. Great. Great. You gotta stop complimenting people so hard on the intros.
It seemed like it worked
out. He survived that.
It seemed like he just got a standing ovation.
No, I know. No, it wasn't for your fucking intro.
Well, I know it wasn't from the intro.
No, I'm saying it's tough. You bring someone out, you can't go, this guy is the next big thing. You're gonna remember this forever. That's a huge amount of pressure.
Yeah, but that's how good he is. Like, we know that he's gonna fuck
guys. You're doing exactly what I said not to do.
Yeah.
It's not getting through, is it? What I'm saying.
Nah, that's old New York rhetoric. What you're speaking, right?
Dude, I've been in New York for 2 years.
Oh, okay. In any matter, we knew Casey could fall.
Anyway, yeah. Casey, you're great.
Thank you. Shane, you were at Creek and Cave like 4 months ago, and my buddy named Gareth Fisk had the picture of Grimace at the Fall of Berlin. I leave them all around like a breadcrumb trail. And in case I didn't take too many Ambien, fucking get lost. And he had it outside Creek, and he said he was all the way across Creek and Cave, and you were like, hey man, is that a picture of Grimace Fall of Berlin? You locked it. Yo, man.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Cool.
Hell yeah.
That's cool. Casey, I'm interested to know. I don't know what if you're gonna. I don't know. I don't even know what the real you is like at all. But ask it anyway. You've talked a lot about prescription pills throughout your act. Do you really take a lot of pills?
I used to take a lot of pills. Eat a lot of pills.
Yeah. What was that like? What and how did you stop? What were you into? What's going on? Was that all like kind of based off of your former life?
I used to drink a lot of Robitussin and eat a lot of sticky little pills, delicious tea boys, and I didn't like that part. But yeah, I didn't like the end. Eat a lot of pills. What was your question? Yeah, I used to eat a lot of pills. I just, I had a bad. I'm sober for a while. I've been sober for 2 years, bro.
Wow. You have that.
Yeah, just brave, just really brave.
So, other than stand-up comedy, which you're dopamine and sex, you're into everything.